shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Bunnings Trade. Get tax time sorted with big deals on big brands.
Yes, the Pies and Port at the MCG. A bit of a wet evening, and the crowd sort of wandering in very, very slowly tonight. Joey Montagna, of course, and Daisy Thomas here, the best in the business, calling the action. BT, good evening to you.
Good day, Baz. How you going?
Going all right. Going all right.
Very good. What have we got here tonight?
Well,
it's a bit wet tonight, isn't it?
It is a little bit moist, and moist, but not a good word. Moist.
Well, what's wrong with it?
I get told during the week I shouldn't. I used it in Scrabble, and it made everyone cringe. For some reason. I don't know why.
Strange word to use, but
yeah.
It's going to be probably their lowest crowd of the year, I reckon, tonight. Collingwood, cold, wet, sort of wintry, come along a bit. Look at the jumpers. I don't know what's going on with the generation behind us here with Daisy and Joey and Baz. They've gone into these soft pastel colours. We saw pink with Gold Coast last night. That's a sort of a pastel-y thing, and we've got a sort of a pastel-y, what would you call it?
That'd be teal, I'd imagine. Yeah.
I'd call it seafoam green or dusty teal or glacial blue or eucalyptus mist or coastal sage or something like that.
Are you on the...
That's what it is. And I want to know why...
Have you been working with the good people at Colorbond? Because I reckon that's their entire palette of blue through green.
I didn't put Monument in.
Oh, okay.
But why have we gone all pastel? Is it the softening of the nation?
I think that's probably the only link that you could actually fairly draw. So, yes.
I like it. I think it's good.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, Joey. Your generation's stuffed.
Yeah. Hopefully Pauline will look after the colours as well.
What do you reckon, Ash?
BT's more of a black and white. Collingwood man.
I'm a bit of a traditionalist, Baz.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of what, Ash?
Well, we're talking about the...
Teals?
The
pastels?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, don't like it. Just,
and have a look at the Collingwood boots, Ash. I don't know whether you got a stat on this, but I have never seen more coloured fluoro boots in any game of football this year. Counted, and there's 11 players out there with fluoros on. And I'm talking every different colour in the fluoro range.
So when you played BT, how many players on the field wore black boots?
Phil Carman?
18 out of 20.
Exactly. How many tonight, you reckon?
Opposite way.
Exactly, for Red Z.
Are they Nike boots, Daisy? Did Nike send all the players out special boots for the World Cup? Soccer World Cup? Was that something?
That could be it. So they are sponsored by Nike, and I know that side bottom, I believe, still wear...
Yeah, they are Nikes.
Yeah. Nike or Puma.
Might be like a World Cup sort of theme.
I think you've hit something there.
Yeah, you're a smart man, Joseph.
Yeah,
There's no doubting that.
Yeah. When Phil Carman did it, the whole footy world nearly fell in.
Well, I mean, Richmond players used to wear
Jeff Raines
yellow boots.
Did Jeff Raines wear colour?
No, he wore black boots.
He wore black.
Mark Lee, BT, wore yellow.
I wore yellow. Mark Lee wore yellow. Jimmy Jess wore yellow. Kevin Bartlett didn't.
Did the coach with spray say you'd want to get a kick in them, Brian?
It was a brave thing to put them on as a young kid, I can tell you.
I remember the first time Adelaide came out to Collingwood in my first week after being drafted. They had the 7406, the Copers, came out in white and black, had the white ones on, this is the grouse. Yeah. James Clement came over and said, "You like them?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Perfect, get them in black." And that was it. For those 3 years, wasn't allowed to wear white boots.
I mean, we had the yellow boots, so you'd go out there with a pair of yellow boots, and then you'd be brave enough to put the lace-up jumper on as well, and you were a really fully qualified tosser with both of those.
Rockstar.
And then
you had to play well.
What did Graham Richmond think of him?
He wouldn't have thought much of any of those things.
All right, let's get downstairs. Bob Jane T-Marts, of course. Bob Jane T-Marts into financial year. Price Busters sales on now. bobjane.com.au. That's where you go to find out about it. Peter Hurley, good evening.
You're a pastel man. You're a pastel man, Pete.
I don't mind the Carolina blue. This is more teal than a Carolina blue, but that's just from the college days.
You've got a bit of pastel about you, I reckon.
I'll take that. Thank you very much, BT. Zach Butters in the pastel has won the toss. They'll kick to the city end. No late changes. The 3 changes for Collingwood. Braden Maynard, Pendlebury and Anderson out. Side bottom and Ned Long come in with Sam Swadling, 19-year-old. He is debuting tonight. And for Port, 2 changes. Farrell and Wines out. Josh Light and Jack Lukosha's come in. And the rain is just held off for a minute. I don't think that's going to last too long. It's expecting to come in pretty heavy.
Good on you, Pete. Ash, what do you got? A couple of zingers before we throw it up?
Yeah, Jason Horne-Francis averaging career-high rating points, disposals, tackles and goals per game, playing 67% mid, 33% forward, past 3 matches, 22 touches by average, 8 majors.
Thank you, Ash. We're just about ready to get underway at the G. Any other clubs this weekend so far worn pastel colours, Ash, that you know of, other than Gold Coast last night?
Not that I can recall, BT.
Okay. Not a big contribution so far from Ash. we're ready to go. Umpires today. Lee Fisher, one of the very best in the business. Cam Jones, Jamie Broadbent, and Brent Wallace, really good as well. So 2 experienced umpires, 3 actually. Jamie's in there as well. So we're ready to go, under control. Reasonable crowd at the G on a very cold, wettish night on a Saturday night in Melbourne. Out of the middle, Drew was able to soccer off the ground in the pastel colours that he's wearing for Port Adelaide. Little one out wide, came to Steele. Steele's kick along the ground to the southern wing, right in front of the Shane Warne stand. Goes over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be a bit of a lasso operation here.
We might get a lot of these tonight, Brian, because of the slippery conditions. It'll just accidentally flick a boot, and we'll have a fair few of these.
Logan Evans.
So the long drop punt towards half forward. No mark taken, but a big fist from the Pies that'll bounce 15 metres back their way to the wing to Goey. Nice little pick up. Kick was smothered. Houston's got it. He was tackled. Got a snuck out a little hand pass. Burn Jones swooped on it for Port Adelaide and rushed the kick back inside their forward 50. The big ruckman Cameron stands tall for the Pies. He takes the mark.
Goes here to Frampton. Frampton will get it out to Jeremy Howe, although not on the full and didn't really keep it alive. Very, very iffy. Umpire let him go with it, though, and they've got themselves into a little hole here. Comes back to Jeremy Howe. Has to kick on his non-preferred. Lockie Schultz committed to the ground level ball but couldn't win it. Richards socketed it off the ground to Drew. His handball went astray. To go, he went in, gave the handball all in one action. Lipinski to Cameron. Cameron back to Houston. Houston straight to Port Adelaide. Not sure what that was about. It went to them, couldn't control it, Evans, and a free kick will go the way here of Dacos.
It was the teal. He saw the teal and was...
Thought it was his old side.
It just drew to it.
Yes. Well, a 30-metre drop punt. It might have been about 25, but it lands with DeGoey, who's virtually directly in front. He's marked this about 53 out, make it about 54. So he'll just load up and kick to the hot spot. Kept it low, actually, to the forward pocket. And Membry just worked his opponent, Jones, off with one arm and juggled it with the other hand and marks in the right forward pocket about 20 out.
A clever kick from Geordie DeGoey. Understood where the 1v1 was in Membry, and he was just put to the advantage side. It was a low dart. He plonked the big body there. Jones couldn't get away. Protect the drop zone with one hand, the man with the other, and controlled it beautifully with that left paw.
His 10th game this year. Membry, he's kicked the 12 goals for the season, so he's only about 8 to 10 metres inside the boundary. He'll drop it onto his boot. 25 out. He fires to the punt road end and puts it through. Nice start for the Pies. Their 1 straight goal. Port Adelaide are yet to score, and that's on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Yeah, good play. It's a bit of the Isaac Heaney play inside 50 where he just goes to the pocket, gets a matchup he likes, and then asks for a kick to advantage, and more often than not he wins, and that's what they're able to do with Tim Membry. But certainly going to be a night, Daisy, where you're going to have to be prepared to be physical. You're going to have to straight line the footy. You're going to have to get down. You know, you're going to have to wear some contact tonight. So the team that's prepared to put their body on the line, run through the greasy footy, that's going to give their team the best chance to win.
Yeah, to be a double jumper for me tonight, Joey.
Yep.
Long sleeve underneath, short sleeve over the top.
Exactly what I'm talking about with this.
It wouldn't have been a whole lot of straight line and a footy going on either, unless it was downhill towards goal.
This modern grouping of people, Baz. 5.5 wins Collingwood, 4 wins Port Adelaide.
Blanky on the bench.
Oh, yeah, definitely a blank.
Dacos out of the middle. What's wrong with the dressing gown? As he goes inside 50, Membry on the lead once again. Also there was Long, couldn't win it, over the line and out of bounds it went.
Not just any blankie, an electric.
Oh, yeah.
Heated blankie.
Yeah, and also with a hot water bottle.
Oh, yes.
Radigalia
up against Baz.
And even that's risky these days because the water can spill out and burn you. You've got to be so careful.
It's penetrating the membrane of society. And we are as good as
Port Adelaide. You're stuck on the line. Come outside.
Here's our second already where it's taken a little deflection off a boot out of bounds, and we've had Ark
have a look at it.
Intervene, yeah.
I feel like, Joey, this isn't what it was brought in for.
They'll change it next year for sure.
Grouse.
Radigalia from half-back. Kicks a long one to the wing out the side of the ground. Off hands, brilliant. Dacos to Dacos. Josh Dacos received it by hand and he kicks inside forward 50. Bammett got a fist on it. Evans goes at ground level for Port. He's tackled by 3 Pies. They bring him to the ground and the umpire will ball it up.
So the umpire instructions on those out of bounds on the full dodgy ones on the boundary line is to talk with the boundary umpire to delay time so that the the arc can then speak to you in your ear without asking for it.
Yeah, buy yourself some time.
Yep.
Stalling techniques.
Exactly, and we don't need to be slowing things down. Little knockdown here comes to Orn Francis. Spills to Richards, trying to flick it on through heavy traffic. Drew banged it on the left boot. He's at half back. Kicks it high. Frampton was able to punch it away from Georgiades right in front of the Shane Warne stand, and we'll throw it in. Collingwood kicking to the punt road end here in the first quarter.
Frampton's got the match up on Mitch Georgiades. Signed a new deal, 2-year deal, I think, for Billy Frampton. So he's doing a great job, having a wonderful season.
Glacial blue colours of Port Adelaide are kicking to the city end.
It's very pretty.
Sweet, it's lovely. It's got a real touch to it. Little knockdown here. I think they grow roses in the same colour as well. Jones just got bowled out of the way by an aggressive bowler. Like to see that. Little kick back into the field of play. Lands in the waiting arms of Lockie Schultz. He's claiming the mark, but did the umpire say that it hadn't quite gone the journey? And the ball up will result. Lockie Schultz says, I marked the thing. No, he's paid it.
Yeah.
He has paid it. So it's directly in front, 20 metres out. Schultz has a shot for goal.
Fortuitous more than anything else, but on a night that is wet and slippery, just keeping the ball going your way, momentum. Come off the instep there with the Collingwood player, and Schultz first to react.
Harvey Norman replay, clear mark and a clear kick. Set shots this year, 8-6, a little better than 50% Lockie Schultz, but should nail it from 25 out, directly in front. He does. Collingwood have got a couple to start this game, much to the delight of their fans here. And they lead 2 straight. Port yet to score. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Well, they are making their own luck, Daisy, because Chew, what are the contested possessions early?
11-3, Collingwood's away, and they're ranked 17th for contested ball differential this year as well.
They just look a bit more committed at the moment. Still early stages, but that's why they've been able to surge the ball forward, get some inside 50s. Just, you're going to have to make a bit of luck and create some opportunities in these conditions, and the Pies have been able to do that early.
Just be ready to scrap, isn't it?
That's a scrap. Yeah. No, you know you got to roll the sleeves up, put the work boots on, and just get to work.
Triple M Seabar Super special comments. Jane Montagna, Daisy Thomas, Seabar Super, build you something the smart way.
Those work boots are pretty heavy these days too, though, Joey. Like, I'm more a sort of a Ugg boot type operator.
Ugg boot. Bongs. I can only see you in thongs.
Sandals.
Do you have Ugg boots, Brian?
You'd have moccasins, wouldn't you, Brian?
I have Blundstones, mate.
The McDonald's, the remote water.
Wearing the bed?
Yeah, absolutely.
In me dressing you.
Oh, in front of the pack was the big man in Bammett.
With steel caps.
He kicked it out of bounds. It'll be a boundary thrown right.
That's actually an image that I could see you coming out of the house in just the middle of the night, just wandering to see what's
Blundstone's jocks and his work belt.
Yeah, maybe not even jocks, to be honest, in my vision, Joey.
With a hammer. Any bastard that tries to break in. How? You'll be welcomed with a Thunderbolt East Wig hammer.
But the
with
hammer,
claw.
A claw hammer, but the grip, that's the interesting thing because it's teal.
Point to Port Adelaide, and it's brought back in. Lipinski got it to Frampton. Little hand pass off to Josh Dacos. Got a push, but got his kick inside forward 50. Reading it well, Radagalia. Marks at half-back, comes across to Lukosius. Good to see him back. And across half-back he marks. So he's in front of the members' side of the ground at half-back. He kicks towards half-forward to the city end for Port. Georgiades dropped the mark. Ground-level ball. Grabbed it ground level by Durden. Little hand pass back was good. Lukosius, short kick for Butters. Always involved. Another short one to Mead at half-forward, and he marks on forward 50. And the pass is good. Right forward pocket. Quainer caught behind the big man in Marshall, and Marshall will go back right forward pocket and have a shot from about 25 out.
Well, Zach Butters' first disposal, he started half forward, which has been interesting because we just spoke about contested possessions and how Collingwood are smacking Port Adelaide. There's no one better in the competition that would love these conditions, Daisy, like Zach Butters, but he's playing as a forward at the moment.
So Todd Marshall settles. Just the 1 point for Port Adelaide. The Pies have got 2 goals on the board. 8.5 first term. He steps up. About 30 out, and he puts it across the face and through for a point. 2 points, plays 2 goals. Collingwood lead, Triple M Bunnies trade scoreboard.
Good point you raised, Joey. Is the coach now at a point where with Butters, he knows he's going, so therefore trying some other younger or different options in the middle?
You could make a case, yes, that would be correct. A bit like what Essendon are doing with Zach Merritt, moving him to half-back.
Yeah, Cripps, little handball there. Buller knocks it on, comes here to steal. He's already had a couple of touches. Kept the ball alive, a little handball back inside. Chris went and got the hard one off the ground, then had a fresh airy as he was tackled. Burgoyne gets the free. So this is on the northern wing here, right in front of the interchange area. So Burgoyne just slows it up. Now kicks down the line here, looking for Lukosius. Got to compete with Cameron. Cameron, the taller man, was able to knock it to ground. Picked up in the end by Durden. The former Blue goes around the corner, deep into the pocket, over the line now to bounce. We'll have a throw-in at Port's forward end of the ground.
Jordan, Collingwood ruck.
Sort of numbers we got here tonight, Ash.
I reckon probably mid-40s. I'll go for about 45,000. They've averaged 63 from their past 3 at the G.
Looks like Ed Allen is going towards your Manny Butters too, Joey.
Boundary throw in, deep right forward pocket, Port Adelaide. Sweet punched it towards Whitlock, who was in the square, but Quainer gets around and picks it up for the Pies. Little hand pass to Perryman. Bounces a kick outside, defensive 50. Well, Evans was there and he fumbled it. Lipinski picked it up, kicked to the outside wing. Membry has infringed in the marking contest, and Jones will get the free kick for Port on the wing.
Port kick sideways, finds the opportunity with Evans. He plays on immediately, goes out wide. So Port have got an opportunity with Lukosius lurking wide. Received the handball, Lukosius on the wing. Now goes back inside with a horrible kick. Made it different to Lipinski. Long went and got a little handball to Quainer under the pump. Got rid of it quickly. Likewise, Lipinski to Dacos. This is Nick. He goes directly backwards. Hits Cameron on the chest. Almost as if he was the leading forward. Trouble is he's coming out of the defensive goal square. Cameron obliges and gives it back to Nick Dacos just to double up the numbers. Little one to Jeremy Howe. His kick missed the target in the middle. Marshall got in the way, picked it up. Here's Butters through the middle. Nice little ball. Finds Richards.
Richards right in the centre of the ground. Little hand pass to Burgoyne. Now a long, high drop punt. It'll land 20 metres out. Georgiades pushed the pack forward, kicks it off the ground. Good work. Protected it where it dropped, threw a boot at it, got the goal. 1-2-8 Port Adelaide. 2 straight goals, the Pies. And we're 11.5 into the first term. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Bunnings Trade get tax time sorted with the big deals on big brands.
Well, you see on the Harvey Norman that Nick Dacos got involved a couple of times, and he expected that ball from, I think it was Howe coming out to hit the target, because he just wandered out. He'd left Whitlock back there unopposed. Cameron had to do the scrapping. It wasn't a very good kick in the end. It's a lovely finish. It's amazing when the soccer's on how many more players are opting for these little across-the-body, off-the-ground type operations. And
what about the negative tactics today? The Popovich get it wrong, did he, boys?
Yeah, that was boring.
Talk about soak the atmosphere out of the players and the whole group.
Yeah, have a crack.
Wow, if you're on a wave, don't you keep them on that?
Also, what about the umpiring? I know it's controversial, but...
Well, he's been caught cheating before that, bloke.
No, well, that's He's
really?
He's a serial cheater.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, serial cheater. He's been before the judiciary before on match fixing, Joey.
And found guilty.
And that's just one of the minor charges.
Yeah.
So he's a real bad boy. Handball comes out now.
Real bad man.
Not going to go forward. Here, Laradagilia. In fact, that might actually be Alia. Goes over the line and out of bounds, and we'll throw it in.
So that referee then does what the USA games in the USA.
Yeah, it's a cheat. The whole thing, there's no doubt about it in my mind. The more I think of it, my kid said to me, and I said, what's it? But it's true. They cannot have America not make the next round. The World Cup would fall to pieces if it did. Here's to going inside 50. They must get him there, and this is a directive of FIFA. To make sure that America get to the next round. It's a joke. It's a shocking joke. Little handball comes down the back door to Cameron. We're here at the MCG, though. Little rub ball down to Allen. He couldn't pick it up. Dacos is nearby. Richards had a real crack at it. Past he smothered by Nick Dacos. Kept rolling there by Allen's having a crack at ground level. Eventually got it out with the handball, Allen. Got it to Lockie Schultz, who tried to bowl a couple over on the way through. Allen just had a fresh airy. He got fed up with trying to pick it up, so he just went bang. Went nowhere. Cameron, handball to side bottom. There's a million possessions gone around in a 20-metre arc.
Spot on. And Houston, the last one, but he kicks it this time. 35, bounces inside forward 50. Sneaky little hand pass from McStay to Nick Dacos, but he was tackled and his rush ball as he was falling has gone straight onto the chest of Radagalia, who marks about 15 metres out from Collingwood's goal at the punt road end. So he kicks a high ball outside and ends up with Drew, who marks. Little hand pass off the running player in Burn Jones. Another hand pass to Horn Francis. Give it. Kick to Whitlock. Gives it back to Burn Jones, who ran on. A little short pass in front of the members, but the mark's dropped on that occasion by Berry. He hand passed back to Burgoyne, who's 60 out. Now he's found his target inside. So that was an interesting, it might be Bamadou's marked, an interesting little passage of play over a minute. It ends up with a shot at goal for Port Adelaide.
I haven't seen a heap of Port Adelaide, Joey, and probably for fair enough reason. They haven't been in the prime time slots. Probably the game against Geelong was the one I looked at the most. But
Days only does the prime time. We're very fortunate to have him here tonight.
He doesn't watch the off-Broadway games.
Usually,
there were 6 names in, and I had to go down to the sheet just to check that you'd got right. What a player.
Bammett to put Port Adelaide in front, and Bammett kicks the goal.
Remember the name.
2-2-14, Port Adelaide, 2 straight goals, the Pies. And that's 15 first term. Triple M Bunny straight scoreboard.
Yeah, mid-season pickup. He was having a crack at North Melbourne's list over the summer.
That's him.
He was close, but then went back and got his opportunity. So good finish, but Collingwood just started their come-forward press, and they sort of got caught out of position. Port Adelaide were able to sort of poke their way over the top a few times, playing a bit of checkers until they found a mark inside 50.
Oh, prime time in the box. Good to have him in it.
It is.
I tell you what, Baz, pre-game today, I saw a couple of snifflers walking around in the media centre here.
Yes.
I don't know who they belong to, but I feel like there's some invaders tonight. And at half-time, I'm going to go out there with a big stick and round them up.
Yes.
And just check. I'm going to check media passes.
Yeah,
yes.
why not?
Take the hammer.
I reckon there's a couple taking the piss out there.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed by it because, all the scones go. Back to the middle of the game. Lucky we got prime time in the back because that's just great news.
Greg will make sure he gets a scones.
To go either Josh Dacos. Is that his first, by the way, Ash? Josh Dacos?
Josh Dacos for Red Z. He's had 5 touches for him.
All right, then. Well, you don't have to be so happy to point that out, Ash. You could probably go around 5.
No, he's delivered that very strong.
But really come out clear. Mead's taking the mark at centre-half forward.
Play on.
He does, as the umpire suggests. Exclusively Mike for Triple M. Josh Dacos got a touch on it. Houston mops it up, gave it to Chris. Chris onto side bottom, back into the side tonight, Baz. Side bottom.
Another hand pass over the top to Crisp again, who kicks to the wing. Underneath it was Buller, can't mark. Ball falls behind Port Adelaide with the numbers here. Burn Jones. One way, then the other on the wing. Waits for the player to present by hand, and it's Alia. So his hand pass is good. 15 metres to him. Another little one to Richards. Another little one from Richards. Over to Drew, got it back to Lai. His kick inside forward, 50, no good, missed the target. McStay dropped back and took the mark, but his hand pass to Quainer puts him under the pump inside defensive 50. Quainer up to the task, picks it up, hand pass to Frampton.
Oh, over the top they went with McCreary, couldn't hold on to go. He's got it, and the first media pass I'm going to check is Joey's media pass, because I'm just not sure it looked valid to me.
All right.
Burgoyne around the corner with it's just a premonition.
Premonition.
Handball comes off here to Dacos. Beautiful kick to his brother Josh, running through long. Give us a look at it, Joey. To Goey over the top. Thought about the handball to McCreary, went the kick longer to Membry. Membry over the top, and here they come. Ball inside to Pajaski. And he's taken the mark, 40 out on a slight angle.
Well, you need to have a look at it. You do.
No.
There'll be an inquiry.
He's lining up 40 metres out, almost directly in front. There's some, I'm telling you, Baz, there's a few around tonight.
You're sniffing this out, aren't you? You got that
all over it. I can tell when people are being slightly dishonest.
First bloke to get in with a NRL State of Origin pass.
Pajaski, 40 metres out. Punt road end for Collingwood's third goal. Kick on the way for the young gun, who's got one career goal, make that 1-1 in his career on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. Collingwood trailed by 1 point, Port Adelaide.
Bring it in.
Burn Jones at full back. A little short kick will find Mead still in defensive 50. And they're heading towards the broadcast side of the ground. Another short kick to Lai. And he marks. Still just inside defensive 50. He's boundary side. And now he runs with a footy. Drop punter's good. And he kicks up towards the wing. Over the pack, it'll get fall behind, and Port for a chance. Cochrane runs onto the footy. Hand pass went straight up in the air. And McStay grabs it. Lukosius lays the tackle. And it's right in front of the members, and the umpire calls for another ball up.
Pete Hurley, down to you for Bob Jones Team Arts.
It's been quiet to start this game, but Jordan Sweet, who just came back onto the ground, he was complaining with his left thumb. They strapped that up, and he's come back out there. Looks okay, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Tell him he's wearing a teal jumper, mate. It's not that hard. Lukosius, little partial smother by Chris. Quainer got on the end of it, shoveled it out in the side-bottom direction. Didn't really want to save it side-bottom. Over the line, out of bounds, right in front of the MCC members. In fact, out on the lasso call. So Burgoyne gets the free. Little slipper off the outside of the boot deliberately. Quainer read it like a book, got it over the line out of bounds, where Collingwood arrive on the MCG up the race. We'll have a boundary throw in that pocket, which is the Wayne Harms pocket. Anything else famous happening in that pocket over the time, Does?
No, I don't remember too much. Wayne Harms was the main one, I think, when he slapped it back to
79, was it?
Still looking for Tyson Goldsack after I balked him down there, Brian. Took 2 bounces into an open goal.
And Days, wasn't that the Rocker miss that was a goal in that pocket?
Yes.
Wow, that's famous, Baz. You forgot about that one.
I did.
Sort it out, Barry.
No, I did.
Yes, bullet.
Show us your credentials.
At the top of the beam.
I'm a bit worried, actually.
Yeah, get your credentials out, mate, and don't unzip. Here's Houston.
Houston Parks inside defensive.
Don't need to take your jacket off,
No,
Baz.
I won't do that.
But if you want to.
They won't let me in, I'll tell you. Side bottom is marked in front of the members.
Play on.
He plays on.
Me too.
He drop punts it about 30 metres towards the wing, and Jones just flew in the pack and double-fisted it out of bounds, Ash.
Port Adelaide, they've had 12 out of the last 15 inside 50s. Burn Jones, number 1 rated player for Port Adelaide, 7 disposals, 4 intercepts.
Triple M Red Z Lending Stats, Red Z Lending Loans for the self-employed, redzed.com.
Boundary throw in centre wing. Cameron stay. Allen got it to side bottom, and he's left. Doesn't matter to him. He drills a nice ball forward. Collingwood wanted the free, and the umpire said, Buller, get on with it. Jones was dragged over the line by Membry in the tackle, and it's out of bounds as a result of that tackle. Lee Fisher doesn't even want to look at Membry as he tries to talk to him. And a good call by the umpire, I think, in the end.
Yeah, good umpiring. Not flustered,
Look at that. Boundary umpire's struggling to get it in. They're using the one-hand whip, and I wanted to get it in with the two hands so they got more power, because I'm not sure they're skillful enough for the whipper. And a boundary throw in it. So we saw one today. I was watching the TV in one of the other games, Baz, and it was horrendous. It had to be recalled by the umpire and done again. It was absolutely horrendous as Marshall fumbles it over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in centre wing, northern side, right in front of the interchange area.
Was that in the Melbourne?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I wasn't watching that one. It's off Broadway.
Yeah, well, it's...
Tell me about it, though.
No, that prime time, it's... don't worry about the teams. Days doesn't worry about teams below 6 on the ladder. He's just the top 6 operator. Yeah. Lukosius. Crisp. Over the back. Here they come. Burgoyne got it to Butters. Butters with the one glove. Very unselfishly, as he normally is. Centering ball and finds this man here, Bammett, who Baz didn't know a lot about.
No,
neither do I.
No.
But he's played one game so far, and this is his second.
Yeah. Good left foot on Bammett.
So he's kicked one already. Kicked 2 each, these teams.
Hold out this side.
Bammett as we close in on quarter time, into red time by a couple of minutes. Port Adelaide beaten by a point. Make that 2 as Bammett misses to the right-hand side on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Hasn't reached any great heights the game.
That's probably what we thought, Days, coming into it, didn't we?
How to Josh Dacos, good 40-metre kick out of the square, and he marks right on the boundary line in front of the members. Plays on quickly, no one was there, so he kicks towards the wing. Back of the pack, McStay flew for the mark, and he picked it up and kicks a real high ball to Nick Dacos in a one-on-one with Jones, and Jones strong. Just held his ground, got rid of Nick Dacos and took the defensive mark at half-back. Goes straight up the guts with a kick to Horn Francis. He marks just defensive side of the wing. He switches it to the outer side wing. Didn't want to go straight on with it. So a little short kick towards McKinlay, who kicks it towards half-forward for Port Adelaide. Fight for the footy. Whistle's gone. It's going to be a Port free kick.
Georgiades has got it. Not quite in range, Georgiades. Sends us back to Burns-Jones inside the centre square at centre half-forward, roughly. So Burns-Jones, just for the slow play here, goes across the ground and finds Lukosius. The big hitting, big kicking Lukosius has got it at genuine half-forward on the northern side, hitting to the city end. Going to pop a high ball, top of the square. All the big timber is there. Cameron is there, up over the back. They went. Quainer was there. Steele was there, out the back door. It comes. Berry's on the chase here for Port Adelaide. Picked it up on the left from the boundary line. Centering ball. Horn Francis there. Couldn't mark through for a behind. So 2-4-16 Port. Leading Collingwood 2-1-13 on the Bunnings trade scoreboard.
This is always the challenge against Collingwood. It's hard to kick goals against them. They're scrambling well inside their defensive 50, this experienced back group.
What's the who's had the more looks, Ash? Inside 50s and forward half.
Port Adelaide are leading the inside 50s 15-11.
time in forward half, Ash? What have we got at this stage?
They're at 56% BT, Port Adelaide.
So Quainer marks from the kick and kicks. Lewing again. Radicalia marks over the top of McStay. Looks frustrated. Goes a little short one inboard and finds Byrne-Jones, who's racked them up, Ash, in his first term.
Leading ball winner with disposal number 9.
3 points up at Port Adelaide. Squeezes it inboard to Burgoyne, who's got it just to the right of the centre of the ground. So another slow build-up. And the whistle went from the umpire, so he's got to get on with it and kick it. He's kicked it to a 3-on-2 Collingwood's way, but Georgiades just split them, came through the pack and took the mark. He had enough of it to be paid. 45 out, and he's about 10 metres inside the boundary.
Did a really good job of coming out full-chested there, Georgiades. He's on the Harvey Norman. The Pies had the spare. It was Frampton, though, who'd taken the back position. So Quainer, who could have comfortably played in front of Georgiades, he also took the back spot, which allowed that space for him to come forward into.
They need some rewards for effort, though, Port.
They're 3 points up. He's kicked one, Georgiades, and we're 25 and a half now into the first term. Still a couple of minutes of game time left in this quarter. A kick from 50 to the city end. It won't come back. He's pushed it right, and that's exactly where it stayed. 2 goals, 5-17 on Port Adelaide. 2-1-13 the Pies. And the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
State of Origin Rugby played here the other night, Joey. Just looking at the markings that are still left out on the ground there. That's how the NFL is roughly going to look when it's played here in, what is it, September. You're happy with the way that's going to fit on the ground, and should there be some chairs on the side? Come back to you in a moment. Drew goes forward. Quainer flies. Couldn't hold the mark. Collingwood under pressure. Jeremy Howe long. Handball to side bottom. Side bottom dishes it off here to Long. Got it back inside. Collingwood a chance. Dacos feeds Quainer. Quainer feeds an opportunity in the middle with Lipinski. On to Allen. Player of the night for Collingwood. A no-look, fall-away handball by DeGoey to Allen. Allen streams inside and gets it to McStay. Front-on contact. No free. You've got to be kidding.
Oh, wow.
You have to be kidding. He got a shovel full of it in the bread basket. Wow, and a knock of the hand as well on McStay. He was very unlucky. A minor score it was. Getting back to that question about the NFL.
It's a good point.
Why couldn't we put 40 rows of chairs on the wings?
They'd have to be slightly staggered, otherwise you're looking in the back of head.
Yeah, the NFL, they have about 1,000 people standing on the sidelines at NFL games.
That's true.
But what it means, if it looks like this 3 days after a State of Origin game, how's the MCG going to look the very next day?
Longer kick back inside for the Pies here. They're going to get another look. And diving to the turf is Bullock. And he'll go back and have a shot from about 45 out.
The beauty of the old Stadium Australia was because they had planned for it, they had the seating that could be pulled out on the wings. Obviously, we are not quite there with the oval shape that we do run with here at the MCG.
As a horticulturalist, as I am, one thing they could do is let the grass grow a couple of mil longer for the NFL in the week leading up, and then cut the top of it off, and that would get rid of a lot of it.
There you go. See? Yeah, no, you got plenty of what's going on up there, Brian. You know a lot of stuff.
Wear me steel caps to do that sort of stuff.
So, Buller will have
unlike old prime time up there.
Buller from 48. He's pushed it right and missed everything, has he? Yes, he has. Ash, Choice Hotels around the grounds. Who won today?
Early today, Baz, the Crows defeated the D's by 17 points, and Carlton defeated the Giants by 23.
And don't forget, when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee only on the My Macca's app. Porter up by 3 points. It's quarter time for McDonald's and Remont Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Bunnings Trade. Get tax time sorted with big deals on big brands.
For McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
When the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app.
Triple M presents your favourite Stone Age Romeos.
Hello, folks. This is Dave Faulkner from the Hoodoo Gurus.
The Hoodoo Gurus.
With Triple M's.
Celebrating 45 years together by hitting the road with their Hoodoo Gurus Rewind Tour. No B-sides, just hits. Sunday, December 6th, Royal Botanic Gardens. Tickets on sale Tuesday 1 p.m. from frontiertouring.com.
Get moving, Quackers. Coach Buddy on deck. I want to see quick paws, seamless passing.
Yes, Coach Buddy.
As seamless as HBF Health Insurance.
How is that relevant?
Well, they're the team that makes it easy. They won Mozo's Excellent Claims Experience and We Money Mobile App of the Year. Do you want to be a winner, Jack?
Of a premiership team?
Then less talking, more training. Give me 1,000 push-ups.
What? 1.
Join HBF.
2.
Your health dream team.
3.
End of financial year deals are on now at Toolkit Depot. Get a Makita 5-piece kit for under $1,950. Comes with a bonus Makita circular saw and 5-amp battery valued at over $650. Only at Toolkit Depot. Shop in-store or online now.
Mate, I made the call. Yeah, men's referral service. I feel better. Yeah, I mean, I don't lose my cool at the missus or the kids anymore. I'm just, I don't know, doing things differently. Nah, it's completely anonymous. I didn't even have to give them a name. They just listen.
If you're worried your behaviour or the behaviour of others could cause harm to a family member, contact the Men's Referral Service on 1300 766 491. Help is at your fingertips.
If you're planning to drink, plan a safe way home, because no matter how much food you've eaten or how much water you've had to drink, you never really know if you're under the 0.05 limit. Stop kidding yourself. If you drink, don't drive. A message from the TAC.
Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Shop big savings in tech with up to 30% off Windows 11 computers from Acer, Asus, HP and Lenovo. Shop mobiles. Save over $400 on Samsung Galaxy S26 256 gig. Shop big screen TVs. Save over $800 on LG 75-inch QNED Mini LED. Shop portable party speakers. Save over $150 on JBL Partybox 520. And shop French door fridges with LG InstaView now under $2,000. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance on now.
The cheesy goodness of McDonald's UK's Philly cheese stack. So tasty, we took it. Macca's World Menu Heist. The most wanted menu items heisted from around the world. Get them before we have to give them back. Available after 10:30am.
Bunnings Trade has tax time sorted with big deals on big brands. Right now, you can get instant bonus battery offers when you purchase 18-volt combo kits from top brands like Makita, DeWalt or AEG. Spend $499 in store and get an instant bonus 18-volt 5-amp-hour battery. Spend $999 and get 2 bonus batteries. Or spend $1,499 or more and get 3 instant bonus batteries. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Hurry, offer ends June 21 at Bunnings Trade.
Booking.com is the easiest way from a gridlock to the freedom of a car that takes you far, far away from it. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
Yes, a couple of goals each in the first term. Port Adelaide and Collingwood, and Port lead it here at the MCG by 3 points. They're 2-5-17, 2-2-14 of the Pies. Best in the business here tonight, Brian Taylor, with Joey and Daisy as well, and Ash. Let's go downstairs. Bob Jane T-Marts. Bob Jane T-Marts, end of financial year price busters sale is on now. BobJane.com.au. Peter Hurley.
Yeah, been quiet here in the first quarter. The rain has stayed away, which has mean a lot more of the crowd is now starting to come out at quarter time. Both coaches on ground level tonight, keeping an eye on things. I mentioned Jordan Sweet with that left thumb. He got taped up and doesn't look any worrying. But besides that, all the fans are starting to walk back out. Hopefully it stays away.
Nice. Triple M Reds and lending stats. Ash, what do they tell you about that first term?
So from the 8-minute mark onwards, Port Adelaide almost twice as many inside 50s, 15-8. Burn Jones, 10 touches, 4 intercepts. Houston and Nick Dacos, 9 disposals each.
Yeah, Port Adelaide looked good. Their game was set up well. They were organised behind the ball and just kept pumping it inside 50, but they just weren't able to capitalise on the scoreboard. So credit to Collingwood. They just continued to scramble and defend hard in their back 50, but I'm sure, Daisy, this quarter, Collingwood would love to play the game a bit more in their forward half.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And we've seen a few times with that ball in transition from Port Adelaide. Not a whole lot of synergy with how the Pies are pressing out, coming from a long way away, not really having any impact on the ball carrier or receiver, which is why that Port was so good at and so easily just chipping it up, just sort of the Joe the Goose the whole way up the field. So for the Pies, win ball, win contest, it's a simple philosophy, already winning the pressure rating. So if that continues, generally, they win the game.
I don't see that too often these days. They're so disciplined to break up at certain times and people telling everyone what their timings are to get back, and the Pies just hung onto their huddle for an extra 30 seconds.
Well, you don't know that, Baz, because the ball hasn't been bounced yet. It could have been caught that route early.
Gone quicker, yeah.
Still on Adelaide time.
That's right. Think of these things. Not always what it looks like.
Get out there in the teal. Show it off a bit more.
Out there in the what is it? The eucalyptus mist out of a blue gum. I think the colour is today. They've squeezed every blue gum they could find in Victoria to make this jumper today. And that Port Adelaide are wearing. The world has gone pastel as we start the second quarter with Broadbent. Throws it up. Cameron wins it down. Little knockdown comes immediately to Drew. Drew got it onto Butters. Butters banged it on the boot. Got it around the corner and found an opportunity here. So I think it is Horn Francis, and it is in the lime greeners. Horn Francis takes a little while, goes out wide and finds his opportunity. So Port Adelaide in this second quarter kicking to the punt road end. Lay has the football. He's about 75, 80 metres out from goal. Kick goes inside 50. Big man over the top. Couldn't get hold of it. Sweet comes to ground over the line and out of bounds. Umpire Lee Fisher there, and the Seagulls we're seeing on the Harvey Norman replay screen are having a real good feed tonight.
Just searching out the drop chips. Punt road end.
They're swarming around you at the moment, Baz.
Well, I've always got a bit of tuck around me. So I won't get much of that. 3 points up, Port.
Nothing left over for them.
No, that's right. And it's a free kick here, or it's a Port Adelaide free kick. It's Butters.
Ooh.
So there was 6 or 7, maybe 8 players around the ball to be thrown up, and Butters comes up with a free kick. Look at the Harvey Norman.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at the Harvey Norman. Zach Butters, not a noted goal kicker, but yeah, certainly Ed Allen had his eyes not on the football and an arm wrapped around his waist, so that makes it clear for the umpire.
Only the 4 touches for Butters in that first term, Chairman.
Spot on, Daisy.
Harvey Norman replay. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance is on now. Shop fridges, laptops, mobiles, furniture, bedding and more in store and online. As Butters,
keep an eye on that,
from 35 from the boundary, just slots it beautifully. Oh, they're all salivating, lining up for Zach Butters. He wants to go back and have a piece of the pies as well. As he bumps a few bodies. 3-5-23. He's feisty and fiery. 2-2-14 at Collingwood. A minute and a half into the second term. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Couldn't help himself.
Yeah, he loves it.
Kicked the goal, got excited, and then thought, all right, where are you? Alan, if you're going to come with me, have some of this. He's such a barometer. And generally that term probably associated with players of not great skill and the absolute superstars, but he has that as well. When he's up and about, though, and when he's feeling it, there's no doubt that he has the ability to inspire this whole group. And on the Harvey Norman, it's the finger, it's the celebration, the high five, and then come here, have some of it.
And then Nick Dacos went to stick up for him.
Big Nick. That's his 5th goal for the year, Butters. He's not a renowned goal kicker, he's a renowned goal giver. But he doesn't kick a lot himself. De Goey out of the middle. Kicks inside 50 off the ground and taking the mark nicely was Aaliyah. That true centre-half back in the long sleeve.
The only player on the ground in the long sleeve, which I find it.
You like it, Dace?
No, I don't. In terms of I like the colour. Yeah, I like their long sleeve. I don't like there's only one player out there. It's cold.
Precocious, nice mark from the long sleever. You've got Radaglia and Aaliyah playing alongside each other, one with the long, one with the short. It does look rather unusual. Off the ground here, Josh Dacos. Cameron got it to Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos got it to Billy Frampton. Frampton out the back door. Here they go, swaddling. The first gamer. Was that his first touch or his 15th touch, Ash?
First touch, BT.
Yeah, and then he got caught throwing the football as well because he tried to take on a bit more than he can handle. He took on Lukosius.
A bit of a different tempo here.
Toyota logo kick inside 50 is a beauty to Durden. And Durden takes the mark 45 metres out. Man on the mark's at 48. So you have to kick at 51.
Doesn't have the journey, so high alert here. Horn Francis with a little match up in the pocket.
Looking for the little lead in the pocket of Georgiades. He was all over it. Didn't even bother going back to the goal square, Georgiades, because he wanted to be first in line for the present up. Baz, it's an old forward trick.
Yes.
Anyway, he fumbled it over the line.
He did. Boundary throw in. 40 out from Port's goal. They lead it by 9 points at the moment. And we're 4 minutes into the second term as they head to the punt road end in this quarter. Ooh. Boundary thrown into a sea of players. Butters just tries to barge through the pack. His hand pass cut off by Perrin, but a rush kick. It's gone straight to Radaglia, who's marked us forward to the centre. He goes a little bit backwards of the centre now to Aaliyah, his teammate, who spots Burn Jones on the outer side wing, and he takes it for Port.
Imagine if you're going into the biggest game of the year, the grand final, Baz, and you didn't play your two best goal kickers. Here's a mark by Marshall.
That was amazing.
And that'll be paid the mark. The free kick was probably there before the mark, but I think they're going to pay the mark anyway. And Marshall's got it 45 out.
Have they upped the pressure here? Sorry, BT. Two men. Have they poured up the pressure?
Yeah, no doubt. This quarter they're at 262. Collingwood only 151.
Wow, it's getting hot in the thermometer.
Ooh. I wonder if they're like heat receptive, that teal. It'll actually change colour.
It might. It might ignite. There's Marshall with the very lightly coloured body wearing the pastel. It's not a perfect match as he goes offline to the right-hand side. So 24 plays 14. A 10-point Port Adelaide lead. Yeah, so you leave your two best forwards out thinking you're going to win.
I loved the first game. Got into a room and we all watched it in Byron Bay where it was. It was beautiful. And then that happened was a little...
You didn't need to do that.
So no, we did. We all got into a room in the joint ring. Anyway, the kick out here to the wing.
Where were you?
Just got it in Byron Bay. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Straight up, please.
But yeah, I was got excited for the second game and then did that. Ash, you know a fair bit about the World Game. What was going on there? What was the thought?
Yes, good on you, Baz.
You were spotted
in my stats, mate.
All right.
You were spotted in Nimbin, Baz. Is that right? You were nude in Nimbin.
No, I wasn't nude, but I went through Nimbin. Yeah, it's a good spot.
Hold a flag or something. Stop uranium mining out the window or something. Here comes Butters. Got a little handball off here to Evans, who had it smothered off the boot. So Collingwood's temperature gauge is rising a little now to just match the Port Adelaide gauge. It's unbelievable, this gauge. It's never blown its roof off at all.
Unlike Baz in Nimbin.
Picked up by Radagalier, who really shirted it, puffed out like a big peacock he was there. Good, he was puffed up like an adder. And now Port Adelaide attacking on the Shane Warne wing out there. Whoever that is having a wonderful run. Kick to Marshall offline. Goes over the boundary and we'll have a boundary throw in.
That was McKinley.
Right.
For those playing along at home. Yeah, he does love to run and dash.
A good player too, him.
10 points up, Port Adelaide.
This Port have been good. Ash, what's forward half turnovers? Feels like Port getting a stack of opportunities.
12-4 Port Adelaide's way.
The boundary throw and everyone misses it at the bottom of the pack. Horn Francis picks it up. Little hand pass off. Then a high kick towards full forward. Off hands it spills to ground level. Swaddling was in amongst it. Punched it out to Perryman. Little hand pass off to Crisp, who hand passed over the top for the Pies. Back to Swaddling.
Oh, throw.
It to Long, who sort of double-handed it down to Houston. The umpire said it was all right. And the umpire's going to ball it up about 55 from Port's goal.
Pete Hooley, that had a bit of your sport about it.
Oh, well, it did. Not the first time when you guys were talking about the referee this morning for the Socceroos. I remember in 2019, the World Cup, Andrew Bogut called out FIBA in the semi-finals, and he gave a little bit of a gesture like that as well.
Oh wow. Out some bad blood there. They never forget these boys. He's sweet into the pocket. Look at this, an over kick for Georgiades, and Georgiades disappointed. And we'll have a boundary throw in deep in the forward 50 for Port Adelaide. So the scoreboard reads 3-6-24 to Collingwood 2-2-14. That's the Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra ready for everything.
Don't hold, watching.
Umpire's going to whip it back in. Watch the one-arm action here. See, why not go with two? Why go with one and get it halfway? Sweet pushes Cameron under the footy. Now he's got to get rid of the ball. He does just in the nick of time. Marshall just swatted it out of the way. Josh Dacos was there. Couldn't get it to come back to him, though. Play on calls the umpire. It comes out very nicely through heavy traffic. It might have been McKinley. It was. And in pouring rain, he kicks another one. And they've got 4 Port Adelaide. 4-6-30 to Collingwood 2-2-14. Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
There's the reward for effort.
Yeah, they're dominating, aren't they, Days? They are all over Collingwood in this second quarter. Contested possessions now for this quarter.
Absolute smashing, 15-4 Port Adelaide's way. They're dominating territory as well. 5 entries to 1. They kicked 2-1 from those 5 inside.
Yeah, and the Pies can't handle the pressure. So Port Adelaide are winning it first, and then when Collingwood get it, Port's pressure is elite to strip and win it back. Zach Butters is getting to work, and their pressure rating is still over 270 in this quarter. So Port Adelaide, well, they're the ones, Daisy, that have got the work boots on at the moment.
Thanks, Port.
16 points. Port are up by now for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. Don't forget, Ream Hot Water built tough for Aussie conditions when it comes to water heating. Ask your plumber to install a ream. The ball thrown in the air. Pies got to lift their rate, and they do. De Goey just tucks it under his arm, and he kicks inside forward 50. Big Buller stands there with Lear wrapping his arms around him. They both stand in the tackle. The umpire will ball it up. About 48 from Collingwood's goal. There's about 6-8 players underneath it. Big Cameron just juggles it in the air. He's grabbed by Ram. And both ruckmen going nowhere. They'll do it again. Still 48 out from the Pies' goal.
What's hot and strong, Baz?
Holding in Dacos.
Yeah, they're green.
No advantage.
And De Goey, no advantage. It'll come back, so they're going to bring it back. De Goey did have a ping at goal, by the way, so he did hesitate, though, in fairness. So I think the umpire is probably right, giving the free kick to Dacos, who's going to have to kick it from the 50 line. Pretty well directly in front.
Worth asking.
And Jordan De Goey with a bit of a smile on her face, probably thinking he got away with one, but umpire was on top of it earlier than that. So Nick Dacos will line up here. How's he gone tonight on the Red Z Lenders there, Ash?
He's had 11 touches, leading ball winner for the Pies and a couple of clearances.
Put it in the book too, man.
All right, well, here he is. Odds himself on being pretty good in this area. Going to get very close to the red line. 51 out. Good looking kick. Strong. Oh, hit the post. Just got a scraper on it. Hot and strong, Baz. Yes, that was.
Steady.
And a minor score, yep. Steady, hot and strong. 15-point advantage here for Port.
And Lukosius is marked in the back pocket for Port Adelaide. Wanders back with the footy.
That's the word I was missing. Steady, hot and strong.
Steady, hot and strong.
Just goes on and on.
Kick to the wing, and Big Cameron marks for Collingwood, so he can send them back to their forward half. Looks to go short to Steele, his boundary side, just a metre or two forward of the true wing, and he goes very short over the top, 15 metres to go. He still runs on, accepts it by hand, and now he kicks towards full forward. Aaliyah good. Aaliyah over the top, and he takes the mark at full back for Port Adelaide.
He was going to go out the southern side, but nothing was there. Now he's forced to go in the middle, and he missed that as well. So it was a very confused Aaliyah. Kicked it straight to Jeremy Howe. Short kick to Dacos. Marked right on the edge of the centre square. So he's 56 metres out. Plays on from the edge of the square. Kicks a long ball forward bound, and the mark is taken wide by Pajaski. And he'll line up from 35 metres out right on the boundary line.
Gee, it was a great kick. Yeah, it was a sensational kick from Dacos to kick it over the top, get it to advantage where no Port Adelaide defender was able to get a glove on it. And all Pajaski had to do was just keep his eye on it. Fell straight into his chest.
Pajaski, fair bit of rain down there, Pete.
It's not too bad. It's starting to come down a little bit more since I said at quarter time. Hopefully it stays away. But
must have your umbrella up, mate, as Pajaski comes in and kicks it to the near side and a minor score, because I can see it falling out of the sky very, very easily, Baz, in rather large droplets, or tending to float a bit, I know, but it's a minor score. 30 plays 16 in favour of Port Adelaide.
Now Evans bounces into the back pocket from full back, and now he kicks to the outer side wing. Good tackle late. Harrison in there for the Pies, holds it up. The umpire will ball it up.
Darcy.
Well, halfway between wing and half forward. Collingwood's way. Can they get something out of the stoppage? Cameron slapped it down to Nick Dacos. He's pushed on the kick, but he pokes it off the ground about 10 metres. Jones came off half back and just hand passed back into that pack of players. Cameron hands on it first, punched it back to Houston. So Houston just bombs it inside, and in a hopeful look for a Collingwood jumper, but Radaglia read it best, and he dove to his knees, and he took the mark in the back pocket.
How many intercept marks for Radaglia?
Great question.
That's 5.
And what about Port Adelaide in totality?
Yeah, they've had 8 to 5. Alia's had he's had 2.
Jeremy Howe with a brilliant spoil, knocked it to Dacos. He's caught in the tacklers. We look up the lights and we see the rain falling, and the Seagulls must feel like they're almost in, I don't know, Palestine or Iran, getting bombed every couple of seconds with a big droplet, Baz. It must feel like that to them, because they're little.
Need one of Pete Hawley's umbrellas.
Lipinski to De Goey. De Goey winds up from 52 and dragged it to the left. So Collingwood having a couple of pings here. 2-5-17 to Port. 4-6-30 on the Triple M Toyota scoreboard.
So again, Port Adelaide run out of full back. It's Burgoyne this time. He taps it on the ground and hand passes off to Aaliyah. He's pushed, but he got his kick to the wing outer side of the ground, and reading it beautifully was Horn Francis. And he kicks towards the centre. He looks corridor and finds Bammett. And the big bloke marks and comes out here to the wing with a kick to Lukosius.
How many's he had, Ash?
He's had 10 touches.
And he's drilling, searching, drop punt inside forward 50 was good. And Whitlock sits underneath it. And he marks about 40 out. He's only about 12 metres inside the boundary. And nice entry from Port Adelaide.
It was, but if you're Collingwood, you'd be disappointed with how you defended that whole transition. From the point of the kick out where Burgoyne was able to stroll out. They got to the 50 without any pressure. Horn Francis took an uncontested mark on the wing in a pack of players. And then they switch the ball and they get a good look inside 50.
What's his set shots like, Ash?
13-10 this year.
So Whitlock from 43 metres. Beautiful drop punt. That is a lovely kick for goal. Punt road end. He's very happy, and why wouldn't he be? 5-6-36 Port Adelaide. So the question being asked of the Pies, who are 2-5-17, 15 minutes into the second term on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Well, not only that, Joey, disappointing in the transition, but even the last effort from Frampton.
Yeah.
The ball hung in the air long enough. Whitlock had some separation, as we see here on the Harvey Norman. So Frampton slides across. Howe goes forward. And as the ball sat there, he ran under it rather than taking the traditional body spoil. Wet, slippery night. Just the arm straight up, chest into the side of your opponent, knock it out, start again.
Oh, boy.
Nice work from Whitlock there. That's 5 in a row for Port.
The Aussie dart man with the goatee and the big...
was he a Whitlock? He was a Whitlock?
He was Simon the Wizard, wasn't he?
Simon the Wizard
Whitlock.
Whitlock.
If he gets the Wizard.
Did you see the nuke the other night in the pairs taking on some other country, and they won the World Championship?
There we
the
go.
Aussies?
No. The Pommies won. What's his name? The nuke and some other dashing dude. Anyway, it was 108 days.
Not the kid Littler. No, not him.
No, what's his name? The unbeatable 19-year-old.
Yeah, Luke Littler.
Luke Littler. Yeah. And his partner was the other guy that he always beats, the other Pommy. Tall, lanky guy never wins. It's the bridesmaid. The Luke. It was good. I watched it. Burn Jones, 140.
68.
Yes. And when they get a low score, it's 54.
They just mumble it.
I tell you what, it looks like a bloody good night out the darts.
Oh, yeah, they really get on it. There's Aaliyah, marks in the defensive goal square, plays on with a short ball to Horn Francis.
Yes, and he marks in front of the members. So a lot of space here at the moment for Port. Short kick to Drew. But he's pushed it closer to the boundary. So a bit of space upfield, nothing much presenting. So he darts his eyes to the right. Now called the play on, so he has to rush the kick. He puts it on the head. Frampton's in the van. He got around Georgiades beautifully. It was just one-on-one, and he liked it. Good body work, and took the mark. Kicks inboard to Crisp. Port Adelaide at the moment, 5-6-36. Collingwood 2-5-17. 17 second term. Kick back head here to the members. Off hands, it spills for the Pies to Schultz. Hand pass over the top to Pinsky. Got Drew on his hammer, but he pushed it for Long. Long boundary side, 53 out. Drills it inboard for the Pies. To go, he comes out, runs into the hole, and he marks 25 out directly in front.
10 metres. Brilliant kick from Long. It was low, flat, angled, right to a dangerous spot. He did it really nicely. Tracked the ball. De Goey did the rest.
Nice vein of form, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been good. Very good.
Last half a dozen games.
Luke Humphries was the other guy.
Steps up, kicks the goal. De Goey, half post high, puts it through. 3-5-23 the Pies, 5-6-36 Port Adelaide. There we are, 18 minutes into the second term in the Triple M Toyota Tundra School.
Many years ago, the darts did come to Melbourne at the Docklands.
Oh, yeah?
And it was a midweek event. I went with a little rascal mate of mine from back home. And I was behaving myself. He was having a good time. And by the end of the night, there was the riot where everyone started throwing the chairs.
Oh, that's right.
And they locked everyone in.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there on a Tuesday night with all these hammered people around launching chairs. Going,
Darts has never been welcome back.
Nah. But it was up until that point, it was a bloody good time.
The Australians just took it a step too far.
There was a 40-foot high white pile, like the pyramids in Egypt. We had white chairs doing a similar job.
Let's give everyone something to throw because we're all pissed.
And we're not allowed to have any darts, so we're throwing our chairs.
Oh,
culture.
It was odds on. It was odds on. It was like just a massive footy trip. Pete, were you there?
Oh, no, I was there in the one last year. They have brought it back, and they're doing it again. I think they're doing it again very soon, Daisy, so we'll have to go again.
The chairs?
No, not this time. They made sure everybody was looked after. But I tell you what, they run a really good ship.
You
It's
should
good.
protest. It's a tradition that we throw chairs.
Well, we've got other things to throw chairs at these days in Victoria, don't we?
That's true, yeah. Get
Very
political.
political.
I like that, yeah. Politicians.
Jesus, Pete Hooley wasn't going to bring that up. But, boy, 23 plays 36, Port Adelaide's way.
Look at these photos.
Luke Humphries and Luke Littler, world champions. They took on the Netherlands. Look at that flick pass. That was a flick pass from Josh Dacos.
Yes.
Joey, do that on one of your 15 shows that you're on, because that was a genuine flick pass. McStay got it out. It's illegal. It's in the rule book. Harrison got it on here. So they goes inside to Membry. Membry, a long ball getting back there. Couldn't mug a baller off hands. It comes to Lockie Schultz. He was stripped to the footy under enormous pressure. Port Adelaide. Crowd rising. Long got it. Gave the handball back to Buller. Went nowhere. To go, he's there. Throwing themselves in. Couldn't win it. In the end, they did. Buller got it out. Snap it, goal. It has been marked by Ranagalia.
Sixth intercept mark for Radigalea.
Spot on.
It's the record 10. It's always
10.
I reckon tonight might be the night for the Lake Boga Christmas party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Short to a lead.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Yes.
And Jaap van Ween
Michael
was the other
Van
one.
Gerwen.
Sweet's got it on the wing.
Michael Van Gerwen.
He's a big sook.
He's a
Big puffed up sook.
big ball bandit.
Quainer has got it on the wing. He hand passed the side bottom. He's got Buller. He's kicked the ball. He's got two to beat. He's just pushed to the ground. And Port Adelaide reclaim it. The umpires paid the push. A bit late, but he got there. Buller has got this about 65 from Collingwood's goal.
Bronx cheers. Ash, what's the free kick count?
In favour of Port Adelaide, 8-3.
Port by 13 points. Long kick the full forward through Radagalia's hand. Schultz kicks off the ground. He was 15 out. Just had a little toe poke at it, and it's gone to the left and through for a point. Port by 12 points. The Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Look at the replay. Radigalea pushed Membry straight into the back of Aaliyah, and he's hurt Membry, so it'll have to be interesting to see where that's looked at.
Well, you can't do that, Joey.
No.
Burgoyne over the top, but the mark is taken by McStay, intercepting over the top of McKinlay.
I think the difference is he nearly took the mark, though, so that is normally the out in regards to getting suspended.
So he's holding his ground.
McStay sends it long and deep. Here comes Aaliyah again over the top, off hands to Goey. Explosive left foot around the corner. Got his second. Collingwood back in business. One goal the difference in favour of Port Adelaide on the Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Well, they've really wrestled back momentum the last 10 minutes of this quarter, Ash. What's been the inside 50s or something? Give us something that shows that Collingwood have wrestled back momentum.
Yeah, they've had 9 out of the last 10 inside 50s, Joey, for Reds. And as you remember, early in that second term, they were getting belted with the contested ball. They've almost pretty much broken even now. Port only at +4.
And to go, he's had a big quarter. 7 disposals, 2 goals.
There you go, BT.
Ah, yes, the chair stacking. Now, speaking of the darts, Billy Brownless on the Rush Hour interviewed Luke Littler, Luke Benoot.
The worst interview ever.
Not that long ago. It went really well. Have a listen to this.
No, I've not been practicing.
Inside the 50.
You haven't?
No.
And that was it.
He gave nothing.
That was it.
He just hung up.
Luke gave him nothing.
Jeez.
Well, Luke's, he has got carried away with himself at 19 years of age. I can tell you now.
You know his darts too, Billy. And the establishments for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Locks footy.
You've got to give something. You can't be arrogant
come on,
when you're playing darts that no one gives a shit about.
Butters kick smothered, spilled along for the Pies. Hand pass Nick Dacos. Oh, he's dragged off it by Burgoyne. Had the umpire said, he said play on. Swaddling comes in. Hand pass back to Nick Dacos. Sort of sideways hand pass inside forward 50. Jones got there first. Pushed off it by Harrison of the Pies, but it spills again Port's way. Little hand pass comes out to Burn Jones. Pushed on his kick to bury it, rolled along the ground, and went out of bounds out of sight of the ground.
And Billy asked Luke, the Nuke Littler, what he liked about Australia.
What do you like about Australia?
Hang on.
Don't really know.
Food?
I don't really know.
I don't really know. After a long foot, took him a long time to think of. I don't really know. Handball over the top to Burn Jones. Got it back in. Horn Francis cuts around beautifully. Sideways ball to the northern side. It's found Drew. Drew took the mark down on all fours. They work hard to pick it up here. Comes out wide now and finds Evans. Evans, a neat little ball here to Durden. Durden takes the mark at half forward. They keep moving the football on here. And an opportunity now with Mead. Mead plays on another little ball here, and the mark is taken by Georgiades, who sneaks up the boundary line, and Frampton knows it. And he's just snuck up there all night. And Frampton's let him get away, and he'll line it up. He'll kick from exactly 50. Will Georgiades.
Yeah, he's really annoyed Frampton because he was right there, but they are looking for Georgiades at every opportunity in that pocket. So as soon as he leads, they kick to him. So there was nothing Frampton could do to stop it, and it really bothered him.
So Mitch Georgiades has gone back for a monumental run-up, almost to the interchange area. Man on the mark's at 47. He started his approach, so the umpires can't pull him up. In comes Georgiades. Just kicks to the right of the man on the mark. Kick is on the way, and it's to the left, and a minor score. So 37 plays 30 in favour of Port Adelaide on the Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
What do you reckon, BT, sort of prize money total for Luke the Nuke is at 19?
It could be in the millions.
It'd be 10 million.
£3 million. Pound.
Yeah. So 6 million.
Yeah.
Prize money. Play darts.
Just to throw darts.
Oh, it gets.
I should have thrown and not smoked them.
Georgiades can pass off to Bert Jones. Kick past this mother, goes back to Georgiades. And Georgiades is dragged to the ground, and it spills to Tedeschi, who kicks across half back for the Pies. Young Swaddling's got it. Hand pass to side bottom. Hand pass to Allen for Collingwood. He's met, but he hand passes over the top. Harrison back to Allen, who's run on. Allen hand passes now to half forward to Christ. He's 52 out boundary side. He goes long to the goal square. Buller's there. Oh! Kicked up the ground. Dacos. It was punched down the ground level, and he came from nowhere. And he just threw a boot at it and put it through for the Pies. He is brilliant. Collingwood 5-6-36. 5-7-37 up Port Adelaide. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Volley.
Yeah.
Back of the net.
Yeah.
Beautiful volley.
Like Messi.
Wow, that was precision.
Dacos and De Goey, Ash, always, whenever Collingwood go on a run or in games, it's off the back of those two boys, and they'd have to be two of the best players on the ground so far.
Spot on. Combined 11 score involvements, but Dacos 18 touches, 1 goal, 4 clearances, and De Goey, he's had 15 and kicked a couple of majors all in this.
You mentioned the World Cup soccer, and just another example there.
I'm telling you, BT, if this was 2 weeks ago, it'd be hand to foot first.
Yep. That was amazing. 1 metre out, mid-air.
Unbelievable.
And just timed it magnificently to the back of the net, as the boys said.
So his timing was impeccable.
Lionel Messi-like. Back to the middle. How they come again. Sweet over the top with a very, very high ball. Knocked down. Did you see the photo of Lionel the other day with, I think it might have been girlfriend on the side? High ball. Whitlock takes the mark deep in the pocket. I'm not sure it was the designated one, but
not one of these AIs that is.
Well, I don't know.
He'll be saying it was AI.
He could be in a bit of trouble. So Whitlock is marked about 15 metres out on a very acute angle. He's going to kick around the body on his right. Capable young man. Around the corner he goes. Straight through the middle. No problems at all. But he's second. And it's back out to a Port Adelaide 7-point lead on the Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Whitlock's got a couple.
Just a centre bounce clearance, centre bounce score from Port Adelaide. They've been doing a lot of defending the last 10 or 15 minutes, so to be able to reset, get back to the 6-6-6, and then just a good bit of crumbing from Corey Durden. It was who flicked the handball back. Well, Drew just threw it on the boot, and Whitlock tracked it beautifully from about 30 out. He ended up taking that mark right on the boundary line, so worked hard, the big fella.
Good size.
Yeah, big unit.
200 plus.
Got some athleticism, can mark and kick it. He'll be a good player.
Triple M Seabus Super special comments. Jane Montagna with Daisy Thomas. Seabus Super build you something the smart way. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. That goal with Port going back out to a 7-point lead now as we close in on half time. Still a 2.5 minutes left to play the first half. And up they go. Sweet in the ruck, tapped it down, but straight to Nick Dacos, who just bent his back after grabbing the footy, eluded the tackle, and then took a bounce and kicks long inside forward 50. And Big McStay comes out and marks about 47 metres out, a bit worse than a 45-degree angle. And a beautiful clearance from the Rolls-Royce that is Nick Dacos.
Where have the Seagulls gone, Barry?
Well, they've buggered off, haven't they?
Not one.
They've gone high. They're high above the wires.
Yep. And McStay
must have got a call. There's a ship coming with fish on it.
Yes. There's,
got phones, you reckon?
low drop punt. McStay is low, but I reckon he's got it. Quarter post high. And he's slotted it home from 48. And the Magpies, well, they bounce back very quickly. They come within a point of Port Adelaide. 6-7-43 Port, 6-6-42. Collingwood, Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
All of a sudden it's breaking open offensively, but gee, Nick Dacos, I mean, it was brilliant out of the centre bounce. The ball was hit pretty sharply straight to him. He had one arm pinned and he just was able to take it cleanly, burst away and get a deep entry for McStay.
It's a nice mark from McStay. It's a big pack of players and kept the eyes on it. Slippery night, good jukes, and the finish, delight as well.
He kicked it a bit, not thin, but low.
Yeah, it was close to the bottom groove. A little bit, if it was golf, you get the little reverberations back up the hands.
Yeah, a little bit of vibration. There's another word for reverberation.
Yeah, let's look at us go.
Because reverberation would be the reverse of vibration. Vibration in reverse. Right. Out of the middle we come. Little one goes forward again. They're going inside 50 again. Durden ran over a brick wall. Got it to Marshall. Marshall got it on the boot. Smothered midair by Howe. Little handball comes out from Steele. Got it to Dacos. That was Nick. He got it back to Steele. Fumble. Didn't quite get it over the line. Picked up here by McKinlay. Got it inside. Mark taken Cameron. He got back, knowing there was not long left in the quarter with just over a minute, and filled the spot.
1 point up Port Adelaide, so it's nice and close. It's some close games over the last couple of weeks. Short kick to Frampton in the back pocket. And his long ball out to the outer side. Heads towards the wing. Bounces over the pack. Off hands. So it'll be a boundary throw in.
Just remind everyone, Baz, to get their media passes out at half-time.
Yes,
We're going to be checking.
I got mine. I don't usually wear mine, but I'll put it on.
I'll put mine out now because I've got a cashier I've got to get to, BT.
Very nice.
It is. Lucky to have Days here, really.
Yeah, we are. Well, he's the prime time. Normally doesn't do these odd games. Little one from Houston. Got it to Long. Long banged it on the boot, went down the line here. Up they fly. No winner in the air. Lockie Schultz was in there battling hard. Buller for some support and very close to the boundary line on the southern stand wing. So been an intriguing game. It's a 4-goal each second quarter. So the Pies have hung in there despite Port probably having the better of them. Little knockdown. Any other stats you want to throw at us, Ash, before the halftime siren?
Yep, definitely. Top two rated players, Nick Dacos and Jordan De Goey, as Joey highlighted. 20 touches to Nick Dacos and a goal.
Wow.
De Goey 15 and 2 majors.
Who's done best for Port so far, Ash?
For Port Adelaide, Jason Horne-Francis had 14 touches, 3 clearances.
Picked up by Port from the stoppage. They kick long. Whitlock comes out, takes the mark, 60 metres. We've got 20 seconds to go. Whitlock 60 metres from goal at the punt road end. They're calling for it inside. Short kick gobbled up here by side bottom on the defence. And he takes a glance across at the bench and sees the sign saying 30 seconds. And so he's going down the line.
He certainly is. And the clock will tick down to half-time. The Pies, a short kick to Houston, who marks. And that's it. Half-time at the MCG. It's a close one. Port Adelaide have it by 1 point. 6-7-43 plays 6-6-42 Collingwood. BT's in the house. Joe Montagna and Daisy Thomas for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
For Ream Hot Water.
Triple M rocks footy.
Built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Mick in the morning.
Mick in the Morning and Mercedes-Benz Waverley are giving you the chance to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz GLA 200 SUV with
Mick in the morning.
Just leave the show a message at mickinthemorning.com and you could go in the draw to win the Merc.
We have chicken nuggets and chicken parma. Why not beef nuggets and beef parma? I don't understand.
mickinthemorning.com.
For Mercedes-Benz Waverley, in a class of its own, visit the award-winning team at 769 Springvale Road, an easy 8 minutes from Chadstone.
End of financial year deals are on now at Toolkit Depot. Get a Milwaukee M18 4-piece kit, including drill driver, impact driver, grinder and rotary hammer for under $1,000. Even comes with 2 batteries. While stocks last, in-store or online at Toolkit Depot.
If you're planning to drink, plan a Safeway home, because no matter how much food you've eaten or how much water you've had to drink, you never really know if you're under the 0.05 limit. Stop kidding yourself. If you drink, don't drive. A message from the TAC.
If you're a small business, you know this sound.
That's loan approval taking time when you don't have it. And this is your lightning loan getting approved by OnDeck in minutes, not hours or days, so you can get back on the tools faster. Go on, join the fast lane with OnDeck. Go to ondeck.com.au. T's and C's apply. And loan subject to a very fast approval.
The Doorbuster sale at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save 10% on external doors this weekend. And we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measurement quote at the 4-day Doorbuster sale. Ends Monday. Doors Plus, no fuss.
Thirsty Camel here. Now, I don't want to say I'm a cheapskate, but I'm certainly not going to pay overs for big brands, or little brands for that matter. And when I buy skates, I have to buy 4 of them, and that ain't cheap. For hump's sake, times are tough. I want to keep my hump and your wallet fat. PHAT. See what I did there? So for unseriously good deals on all your favourite brands, then camel on down to Thirsty Camel bottle shops and grab a bargain. Thirsty Camel. Why so serious? Drink responsibly.
Even camels get thirsty.
Still filthy about that umps call on the weekend? We hear you, which is why we've created I Call BS, a platform for fans to call out the BS in footy. Head to codesports.com.au and call it out. Loud.
Shut up!
In 2026, Triple M rocks footy.
Give me a little bit of empty sense!
Choice Hotels gets you more for your money, so you can check in to more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Brilliant!
Toyota Tundra, ready for everything.
That is a ripper!
Need drinks fast? Camel on down to Thirsty Camel bottle shops for unseriously good deals. Drink responsibly.
He goes bang!
In 2026, Triple M rocks footy.
At Coles, 3-day deals are on now. From Friday to Sunday, get 30% off on Coles RSPCA approved chicken thigh cutlets, now just $7 a kilo. Shop in-store or online at Coles. Hurry, offer ends 21 June.
Heat your home cheaper with an Archer gas log fire. Discover Archer gas heaters delivering more heat for less gas, plus a stunning 1250 wide electric fire. Stylish and built to impress. For more details, Google Archer gas log fires and transform your space.
7 Plus is the new home of Triple M's Saturday Rub.
What's the capital of Nepal?
Good effort, that.
What's the capital?
Kathmandu.
Yep. They said that about me once when I kicked me 12th. Or can that Kathmandu?
You just never kicked 12.
Well,
Never did.
there was 11 at the
Gabba.
He's added one.
11 at the Gabba.
Never was said to him because
7 Plus is the new home of Triple M's Saturday Rub.
What's the capital of Nepal?
Good effort, that.
What's the capital?
Kathmandu.
Yep. They said that about me once when I kicked me 12th. What more can that Kathmandu?
You just never kicked 12.
Well,
Never did.
there was 11 at the
Gabba.
He's added one.
11 at the
Never
Gabba.
was said to him because he never kicked 12.
See this week's show and all the best bits from 2026 on your TV or phone with 7 Plus.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This halftime break for BHP, helping regional Australians gain critical skills. BHP and the Future of Work program, building stronger communities together.
Half time at the MCG, Port Adelaide 6-7-43, lead Collingwood 6-6-42. It's a close one for a Saturday night. This is the Triple M footy half time for BHP. Strong communities don't happen by chance. They're built by people and partnerships that last. BHP, building local communities together. Jay Montagna, Ash Chewy here. Ash, what are the numbers to you? Because Port are up by a point and the Pies, they would have started favourite tonight or got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, they have. But the team stats are pretty even. The inside 50s at 28-26 Port Adelaide's way. Port's pressure's been pretty good. So Maggie's the number one for tackle differential and pressure differential this season. Tonight, Port are going at 184, Collingwood only at 169, and Port Adelaide also +6 in tackles. But the Pies' turnover game in particular in that second quarter has been pretty good. You look at the score source, they've posted 28 points from turnover, 28 out of their 42. Port just 16 from 43. But individually, number one rated player on the ground. Jordan De Goey, 15 disposals, 5 score involvements, 2 majors. He's been averaging 10 score involvements from his previous 5 games, which is the most in the AFL. Coming at number 2, Nick Dacos, 21 touches, 5 clearances, 7 score involvements and a goal. His PB's 43.
Wow.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Houston's had 13. Swaddling on debut, he's picked up 5 touches. And for Port Adelaide, 15 to Darcy Byrne-Jones and 4 intercepts. Horn Francis, 14 and 5 score involvements. And Zach Butters, he's had 11 disposals and 1 goal. Only attended 1 centre bounce in the first quarter. In that second term, Joey, 8.
And Radigalia, 6 intercept marks at half time. So we're keeping track of a potential wreck. 10 is the record.
Absolutely.
A lot of players have taken 10. No one can break that barrier and get 11. So we'll see how that goes. But Ash, look, he said the numbers are pretty even. Obviously, the game's even. But it's been one of those games where teams have had periods of dominance. So early in the game, it was Collingwood. And then the back end of the first quarter, Port Adelaide dominated field position and inside 50s, but weren't able to convert. And then in the second quarter, Port Adelaide really hit the ground running. They got out of the blocks in that second term and were dominating, and they were starting to capitalise. And they got a good little buffer on Collingwood, and we were sitting here thinking, gee whiz, there are some danger signs here, and maybe Collingwood aren't up for it like Port Adelaide are, but like the Pies are, and they're a good side. They wrestled back momentum in the back half of that second quarter. They really got to work. They upped the ante with their pressure and contest, and then their stars came to play, Dacos and De Goey, and they're able to give themselves a game now. I think it's a really good game of footy. I like that second quarter. Both teams are up for the contest. It's ebbed and flowed, periods of sort of momentum for both sides, and it might just come down to which players are better for their respective teams. Can Horn Francis and Zach Butters get the job done for Port Adelaide, or will Dacos and De Goey continue to dominate?
Before this year, the top 8, and then we've got we've got 10 sides that can play a final now. So before this year, you'd say at round 15, these sides come in 5 wins Collingwood, 4 wins, 5.5 for the Pies, 4 wins Port Adelaide. They're not going to play finals. But now, both of these sides have got a sniff. How many games, Ash, in regards to looking at the top 10, now for a side to break into 10th position or 9th position, what do they need to do from here?
Yeah, I reckon you need about 11
Definitely
wins.
11 in percentage.
Yeah.
12 will get you in.
Yep, spot on. So that's to qualify for
Wildcard.
Wildcard, yeah. Yep, so 11 wins.
And that's the whole point of it, Baz, is right now that these teams like Collingwood and Port Adelaide, Carlton have now been able to do it. You still have a chance. So while there's a chance and they're not dead rubbers, the teams are going to have a crack. And we're seeing that with these two teams tonight. They're both playing good game of footy. So it's important for someone because, 22 points and 20 points. I think if whoever loses tonight, it might be awfully hard to get to that 11. Collingwood will probably have to get to 11 and a half wins. It's game up for grabs at the end.
It's funny, isn't it? Because at the start of the year, we're all like, turning our nose up a little. I'm saying as a general footy community, turn their nose up a little bit. Now it's sort of creating a bit of interest to see what's going to happen at the end of the year. Amy clangers, we love those.
We do.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy, of course. We always like to know who's getting what in a game. BT asked Ash how Josh Dacos was going early in the match, and this is what happened.
Lucky we got prime time in the back because that's just great news.
Greg will make sure he gets a squad.
To go either Josh Dacos. Is that his first, by the way, Ash? Josh Dacos?
Josh Dacos for Red Z. He's had 5 touches.
All right, then. Well, you don't have to be so happy to point that out, Ash. You could probably go here and round 5.
No, he's delivered that very strong.
That's really come out clear.
Sort of really embraced it.
Bit of an emphasis, wasn't there?
Oh,
no, there wasn't. I just go with the flow.
Oh, just go
read
with the flow.
numbers, Baz.
Is that right? Choice Hotels around the grounds, Ash. Choice Hotels get you more for your money. So you can check into more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. They'll look after you. Ash, what's happened this afternoon and where we're heading tomorrow?
Yeah, so the Adelaide Oval, the Crows defeated the Demons 11-13-79 to the D's 9-8-62 by 17 points. And then Carlton, they've racked up their 5th win in a row. They defeated the Giants by 23 points, 12-16-88 to 9-11-65.
Thanks, Ash. Port Adelaide 6-7-43, lead it by a point at halftime here. Collingwood 6-6-42. The best in the business. Back shortly, BT. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
That halftime break for BHP, helping regional Australians gain critical skills. BHP and the Future of Work program, building stronger communities together.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
All right, tradies, Bunnings Trade has got tax time sorted. We're talking big deals on big brands with redemption offers, instant in-store bonuses and limited time deals from heavy hitters like Makita, DeWalt and AEG.
Oh, plus score even more value with battery trade in offers as well, Baz. Get the win this tax time with Bunnings Trade. Head in-store or jump online. Ends June 30.
Melbourne, start your day with
Mick in the morning.
Roberta Williams, My Life Tour.
I would like to go just to hear the answer to one thing. Her choice to wear a beanie into court.
No, she's worn three different ones. Yeah.
She's a bikini, a beanie model.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get that.
Right.
Start your day with Mick in the Morning with Roo, Titus and Rose. Weekdays from 6 on Melbourne's Triple M.
Ream, Australia's favourite hot water. Steady, hot and strong.
You can consider whether it's right for you.
Take your career up a level, gain more skills or upskill with a fully accredited training course at the Trade Institute of Victoria. Get started on a rewarding carpentry career with our Certificate 3 in Carpentry. It's a practical alternative to apprenticeships, perfect for anyone starting out. Learn from experienced professionals in state-of-the-art facilities. Government funding is available. Search TIV to find out more. Trade Institute of Victoria, training our next generation of builders. RTO 21920, Cricos 03912B.
End of financial year deals are on now at Toolkit Depot. Get a mega value DeWalt 15-piece kit. It's packed with everything you need, including 5 batteries. Plus, DeWalt will throw in 2 extra tools of your choice. Shop in-store or online now at Toolkit Depot. T's and C's apply.
The cheesy goodness of McDonald's UK's Philly cheese stack. So tasty, we took it. Macca's World Menu Heist. The most wanted menu items heisted from around the world. Get them before we have to give them back. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Oh, he's on fire as he dodges past the kitchen door. He passes the ball to his wife, who wasn't looking.
Babe, what the?
Need extra cash? Kick off with the cold one at Bottle Mart and you could win $20,000 when you buy Carlton Dry 3.5% 30 packs for just $55.99 for More Rewards members or $58.99 for non-members. Plus, Jim Beam White and Cola 10 packs are just $44.99 for members or $47.99 for non-members. More rewards. Join now for free at bottlemart.com.au. See website for T's and C's.
Bottle Mart is more in store.
When your mining or industrial company buys Sinopec lubricants, you're not just buying oil. You're buying more uptime with same-day supply. You're buying superior protection with Sinopec's impressive specs and performance. You're buying some of the world's best industrial oils at Australia's best prices. And you're buying unrivaled product support with our Australian call team that's available to help you whenever you need them. Sinopec, the smart money in lubrication.
Australia, the 7-seat Isuzu MUX is as versatile as you are. Enough style and tech for your long weekends or the long way home. Up to 3.5-ton towing capacity and 2.2 or 3-litre engine options for touring around the country or just across the city. The Isuzu MUX is made for all the ways you go your own way. Love how you live in the Isuzu MUX.
7 Plus is the new home of Triple M's Saturday Rub.
What's the capital of Nepal?
Good effort, that.
What's the capital?
Kathmandu.
Yep. They said that about me once when I kicked me 12th. What more can that cat man do?
You just never kicked 12.
Well,
never
there
did.
was
That's the only
11
issue
at
with
the
that story.
Gabba.
He's added one.
11 at the
Never
Gabba.
was said to him because he never kicked 12.
See this week's show and all the best bits from 2026 on your TV or phone with 7 Plus.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade, backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks half-time football at the MCG. Both teams about to come back out on the ground very shortly in a tight one here. It's a 1-point ball game. Port Adelaide by the 1 point. Have led for most of the night other than the opening 10 minutes or so of this game. So been an intriguing game and one that's been played well by Port Adelaide so far, and the brilliance of Dacos has certainly helped them stay in touch, and Jordan De Goey for that matter as well. So we were talking about darts there in the first half, and just for the record, days,
yes.
Collingwood defeated St Kilda by 11 points on the day that Phil, the Power Taylor, was born.
One of the all-timers, Phil the Power.
Phil the Power, 16-time world champion.
Yep.
Has I want you to give me a sports person anywhere in the world, any sport, that has got a better achievement board or resume, whichever way you put it, than Phil the Power Taylor. I mean, I could read this.
There wouldn't be, because if you know your darts, and when he was good, he wasn't just good, he was so many levels above for so long.
So I'll start. You just tell me when you want to stop.
No, go. Please just enthrall me with it all until the bounce goes up.
Phil the Power Taylor. So winner of 16 World Championships, 16 World Match Plays, 11 World Grand Prix, 5 UK Opens, 6 Grand Slams, 4 European Champions, 6 Premier Leagues, 4 Championship Leagues, 5 Desert Classic storming, romping wins, 3 US Opens, 3 PC Finals, winner of the Masters, the Champions League and the World Series Final. To move on to his other events, World Champion, World Match Play, World Masters, PDC World Cup darts event, won it just 4 times.
Just 4. The
Master of Darts, which was the greatest players gathered from around the world on one day at one time. You just won that. News of the World Championship, the WCKU Masters, the WCK World Match Play, the WDF Europe Singles, the WD, the Double O, and the Triple Z.
Yeah.
World, and he won at the World Cricket Championships as well. He played darts there on that day. That's just a few of them.
Are you asking for others
there
in
are,
the world?
I've only got halfway through them, but go.
What about Ronnie O'Sullivan, the greatest snooker player of all time? He won over.
I've never heard of him.
Ronnie O'Sullivan? Well, he was that Grump, wasn't he? The real Grump snooker player.
But wasn't Walter Lindrum better than him?
Eddie Charlton. Eddie Charlton.
That's the...
What about Bobby Fischer, the chess player, or Gary Kasparov?
Well, give me Bobby Fischer's World Chess Championship.
Gee.
I know a World Chess Champion. Bill Kuznechuk, who's on 3AW as one of Australia's best town planners. You'd know Bill. His wife, partner, Catherine, is a World Chess Champion. She sits on the beach at Lawn. They send the odd private jet out for her to compete and say, look, we'll be at Laverton, pick you up, and we'll go. Anyway, that's just while Joey's getting the Bobby Fischer record up.
What's his record?
What's his one? Just a couple of world titles?
Just three world titles.
Oh, well,
okay, no. He was the Grandmaster. He was the original. Maybe not. Maybe it is.
Phil the
So,
Power.
anyone else got another sportsman they want to play? Don't give me a Michael Jordan or anyone like that.
No.
That's nothing compared to Phil the Power Taylor.
Kelly Slater win 11 world titles.
Yeah.
I think the next best is 4 or something like that.
So
That's domination.
he's got the world beat.
Hurricane Higgins, BT. Who? Hurricane Higgins.
Who's that?
Snooker player.
Yeah.
You remember him, Baz?
Hurricane Higgins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good
He
player.
didn't play at the Bridge Hotel.
Muhammad Ali.
Huh?
Muhammad Ali.
Michael Hadgood, 3-time Golden Screed winner back in Gippsland on the conch.
Yes. Wasn't there a good squash player? I mean, I know that our own Chris Dittmar played Jahangir Khan there at one stage, and they had a blue.
Jeff Hunt.
Hunt, yes, I reckon 10 times Australian Open champion or something, but pales into insignificance compared to Phil the Power.
What about the Undertaker? He was undefeated for about 8 years.
That's fake.
What's fake? Excuse me, the kids listening, Dale. WWE's not
I'll
fake.
tell you who's undisputed then. Santa. Tell me who's delivered more presents.
Peter Hooley, have you got anyone for us, Pete?
Oh, geez, the first I was enjoying the darts, by the way, the conversation. The first one that came, Michael Phelps, 23 gold medals.
Yeah, that's good.
That'd be up there. I mean, it's
a similar regime to Barry up in Byron too there, Pete. Phelpsy.
Oh, they're not bad at all.
Cheech and Chong's.
But that's probably it. That's an incredible resume. You've only got halfway through it, BT.
Yes,
I'm ready to hear the rest. When the Seagulls came back.
I only did the team stuff. I didn't get to the other stuff or the junior stuff. And he's still only 19.
Oh, he's still got
21. All that.
We've got an hour and a half to go. There's plenty of
that's
time.
Luke, the nuclear littler.
Yeah. I'm still getting over Bill's interview.
That was
He's the most arrogant.
Yeah.
He's probably the most arrogant sports person in the world, Luke Littler.
Yeah. I asked the question, was he in the middle of the night or something?
For a guy that spends half his day playing in the drip tray, I mean, give me a break. Give me a break, Luke the Nuke.
Good game here. This is going to be a beauty. I think that both teams feel like they are up to their eyeballs in this one. Important win for whoever can get over the line.
Feel that Joey's had enough.
Yeah, that's a real Fox footy on us, didn't he? Oh, boy. He's shot him a text on the laptop computer and said, first crack, my crack, you have a crack now.
For McDonald's and Remont Water. Triple M Rocks footy, we start the second half with Port Adelaide leading by a point, and Horn Francis kicks the ball inside forward 50 to the forward pocket. And a scramble for the ball when it hit ground level sees it out of bounds.
The personalities we've got to deal with. We've got prime time and we've got the old move it on in the back row.
It all came about because of Whitlock, old Big Jack.
That's it, okay.
Under his throw in. Cameron, when you compare this now to the Nuke winning a world title. Give me the world title at this stage. The Perryman hasn't had many tonight, Ash. I feel he hasn't been a massive contributor.
Yes, spot on, BT, just 5 touches.
Thank goodness for that. Quain has got the free here at half-back. So Collingwood kicking to the punt road end here in the third quarter. They trail by a point. It's an intriguing game of football, one that has predominantly been controlled by Port Adelaide. So Quainer goes down the line to the southern wing, through the hands of Jones, picked up by Burgoyne. Banged it on the boot, went back inside 50, searching for Marshall. Couldn't get him. Off hands it comes. Picked up by Butters. Nifty little ball. Got it off to this man here, Bammett. Bammett goes inside 50. Lipinski applies the spoil. Jeremy Howe didn't have it. Picked up in the end. Cochran hits the post and a -4.
Okay.
Cough button.
Yeah, well. John's ambulance just come running in, but send him away. Houston from full back, kicks to the back pocket to Quainer.
Members thought it was raining down below.
Yes.
There was just a bit of splutter.
Got a bit of a spray.
Bit of a guzzy.
Yeah. Lord Francis.
The old winter oyster.
Reclaims again and kicks the Cochran in the forward pocket and through his hands. It spills the house. Oh, goodness.
Stop.
There we go. Kick outside.
Patrick, what did you have?
Get Brian a cough or something.
Get me a bloody side of lemon here.
Allen has got it in the centre, got it to Chris by hand. He kicks inside forward 50. And Membry is marked about 49 out at the punt road end.
Better just draw back on that one. Come on, Jude, stop it.
So Membry didn't want to go for goal. He chips across to DeGoey. And he's further out and he's got a tighter angle.
Scaring Zoe off.
Zoe's had a gutful. Taking a headset off. 2 points up at Port Adelaide. DeGoey kicks inside forward 50. And coming out Membry from whence it came, it was Membry to DeGoey. DeGoey floated up forward and he skipped in front of a pack of about 6 or 8 players and took an easy mark.
Well, after he kicked it sideways, he just drifted down to the goal square. No Port Adelaide player went with him, and then the kick was to a pack, and he was the only one that went for the ball. Radigali was saying he was held out of it, but that's all too easy, and he won't miss from here.
So directly in front at the punt road end, he's kicked a goal tonight. And Membry lines up. Big Tim settles as he wanders in. He'll drop it onto his boot about 30 metres out. And he pops it home for the Pies. And they hit the front. Early stages, third term. Collingwood 7-6-48 to 6-8-44 Port Adelaide. That's all happening on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Well, it hurts when you have dominated the early part of this quarter and much of the match. And these Collingwood goals feel like they come rather easy. You think of Dacos on the goal line from sort of nothing. This one here just drifting across. As we see on the Harvey Norman, I'm not sure if Lukosius was his direct opponent, but he looked like he had some sort of rocking shoe. As someone's been hit with a loogie, Brian, or you want me to go to Pete?
No, Pete Hurley might not have caught it down there. Pete, what's happened?
Yeah, Jack Lukosius just limped to the bench and he's got his right knee heavily strapped and he's shaking his head. He's not happy with it. He didn't have that knee strapped in the first half, I don't think. So maybe it was something, a bit of a test to see how it would go here in the third quarter. But he's in the hands of the trainers and doesn't look great.
And he just walked off, didn't he?
Yeah, it didn't look great at all. Went straight to the bench and he was visibly frustrated. Missed the last 2 months with a groin injury. Head in his hands right now.
Dacos got the clearance with a handball along the ground and Collingwood will get the free to Crisp. And waste a little bit of time here, Port. Gee, Schultz with left hand handball on the way back was beautiful.
DeGoey unopposed.
Crisp comes in this direction. Here is DeGoey. Got to the front. Pause kicked slightly over his head. Picked up by Drew. Drew bangs it back on the boot for Frampton. So Collingwood have got him locked in at the moment. The handball to Dacos. Back to Chris. 55 out. Closing ball. Here's Lockie Schultz. Flies in the air. Couldn't get it to go. He went. Just missed. Steele had a crack. They're all lining up. In the end, none of them got it. And McKinlay cleared it only as far as Houston.
Houston's got to get in on the win and he goes real short to McStay, who dives to his knees and marks. So he's just inside the boundary, outer side of the ground. McStay onto his left boot, pops it to the hot spot about 25 out. Schultz flies again, spills behind Adelaide, little hand pass off to Alia. Oh, his high kick. Lipinski sat underneath it. They came at him, but they missed him and the ball, Drew it was that flew. And he's only marked this about 20 out. And Alia just off balance, I think, as he just put that one straight up in the air.
Yeah, just panicked a bit. Collingwood's pressure is lifted to start this quarter, and they've got Port Adelaide on the back foot.
Don't know why he's not going around the corner here, Joey. Sort of
Nothing wrong with a drop punch, surely.
Yeah, well, hold the phone.
So better than a 45-degree angle, 25 metres out, goes for the drop punt, and he pushes it right and kicks a point, Days.
Exactly, Daisy.
He's a poker.
Higher percentage if he just had stepped out and snapped around the corner.
He's a poker inside 30.
Oh, listen to them after the event.
Well, I said it before the event.
Oh, you did actually.
He may have mentioned it.
Well done there.
Thank you, kind sir.
Down the line, here's McCreer. Out they fly, good the outies. Oh, boy. Houston got it to Dacos. He's wrapped up in the tackle and will have a ball up on the wing.
Jordan Darcy.
Right in front of where we positioned. Paul Rosonico down there holding the sign as the interchange steward for Port Adelaide. Played a couple of games at Collingwood.
Yep.
None of them any good. All right. Little knockdown comes to Horn Francis. Got through heavy traffic. Gave it to Butters. Butters nifty little ball over the top to Burgoyne. He's got to go.
Didn't want it.
Frampton came at him and he was very iffy. Now Horn Francis applies the hold and he wins the free, the Horny one. Little one out wide, little one inside. Did neither in the end. Over the top and found Burgoyne.
Burgoyne's got a player running in Butters, but he ignores him and chips inside. At the player running past, he had Georgiades leading to the right forward pocket, and he went to Georgiades. So now he's marked this about 45 out, and he's only about 7 or 8 metres inside the boundary in front of the members. What'd you spot in the Harvey Norman?
Burgoyne just come up and gave a little friendly love tap knee to Dacos's head while he was doing his boots up. Thought Dacos might have fired up, but he didn't. And Butters now having a chat to him as well.
8, 7.
It's Georgiades who settles with the footy. He'll run off the boundary. They'll have to kick this about 49 metres. They trail by 5 points. The Pies have the lead. 7.5 minutes, third term. Oh, it's a shank right off the side of the boot. Lands in row 6, right forward pocket. About 6 or 7 metres away from the point post, so no change. Still the Pies by 5 points.
Nick Dacos almost went and applauded in his
he's
face.
giving some lip, Nick.
He increased or lessened the angle where Georgiades. So Dacos was told to stand and he came in on a less of an angle. Not called to play, didn't kick it over the man on the mark.
If you can work out what Daisy's saying, you're an absolute master. I can tell you now, pick up off the ground here by Evans, and here they go once again with Drew drilling the ball inside 50. High ball, Isaac Quain has got to stand and wait. Jeremy Howe over the top with a big thumping ball. Long went in with hands spinning, pirouette out of trouble to Josh Dacos. Dacos with a handball to Chris, blinking through Nick Dacos. Middle of the ground, explosive. Nifty little perler over the top with a bit of pussy on it. Comes into Merker, over the top of Schultz, comes out the back, picked up here by Membry, goal! Player of the year for Collingwood. Superb from one end to the other. Membry's got 3. Collingwood stormed to the front with an 11-point lead on the Beacon Trade scoreboard.
The fist to fury from Jeremy Howe. That's where you can put this one down to. That ball was on the goal line and he fisted it out to 45. Long came in with a good win, and from there it was just all-out offence. Really well done, end to end. And Membry now looking like the most dangerous forward inside that forward line.
So look at Collingwood. So 32 out of their 41 points from turnover have been generated from the back half of the ground.
Thank you, Ash. Reds Atlantic Stats. Don't forget, Beacon Trade is built for tradies, lighting, fans, switches and electrical, all in one place with special trade pricing in stores across Australia. It's easier to get what you need and keep the job moving. Beacon Trade, let's make light work. And that scoreboard, the Beacon Trade scoreboard, sees the Pies out to an 11-point lead, as BT said. And a beautiful bit of play, transition play from Collingwood. From McDonald's and Ream Hotwater, Triple M rocks footy. What are we now? Now 9.5 into this third quarter. Port Adelaide out of the centre. High kick inside forward 50. Big fist on it was Howe. Spills to ground level. Allen grabs it. Little hand pass Lipinski. Another one to side bottom. Side bottom by hand. They've worked this outside defensive 50 now. Running with the footy is Long. Long goes with a kick about 45 metres to Buller. Radagalier got in front of him, and Radagalier got pushed according to the umpire, and he gets the free kick on defensive 50 for Port Adelaide.
I don't know why he did that, Buller. Didn't need to do it. So Port with the free. Burgoyne's got it on half-back. They just slow it down a little, or do they? Straight through the eye, diddle again here with Logan Evans. Got the handball to Drew, back to Evans. Evans kicks it inside 50. What great efficiency. Whitlock takes the mark on the lead. And from one end to the other, an absolute dash. And Whitlock will line up with a SETI.
Yeah, well done, Logan Evans. Just took it upon himself to take it up, tuck it under the arm, get it back. And then the delivery running at full speed after he'd run 100 metres was impressive.
So Whitlock now, he's on the northern pocket at the city end. In front of the MCC members, he starts his approach. So normally a little bit of left to right, if you can work it that way, is the way to go here. And he started it way right, and that's not going to happen at all for him. And a minor score. So 45 plays 55. Collingwood by an even 10 points on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Down to you, Pete Hooley.
Lakosha say he's just emerged from the rooms and gone straight to the back row on the interchange bench. So it looks like his night is done with a right knee concern.
So Houston with a big kick out to the outer side wing. Peter Hooley down there. Bob Jane T-Marts. Bob Jane T-Marts into financial year. Price buster sale is on now. bobjane.com.au.
We just got to look at that on the Harvey Norman. There was no contact made. He was at the back of the pack and marked that Membry came through unopposed and took it. He was ready to come forward to defend and just sort of...
So what's your initial thoughts?
Some sort of knee injury.
Yeah, okay.
Missed a lot of games, Ash. Just go back and check what he was missing for. Here, Baz. Here we go.
So a boundary throw in. Collingwood on the outer side. Cameron.
The Dooley one had it as a hip before BT.
Yeah, groin hip injury, yep.
Swaddling. Got it out wide. DeGoey to Membry. Hand pass back to DeGoey who ran on. Here they go. DeGoey inside to about 30 out. Short's got a bit of work to do. Good fist on the footy from Radicalea. Punched it out of bounds about 40 away from Collingwood's goal.
And his 12th game as well, the coaches, since crossing the Port Adelaide at the start of last season.
Yeah, he's had a lot of injuries. And the recruit, they got him, I think, a 5-year deal on big money. It just hasn't played out as they would have liked at Port Adelaide.
Doctor's working on Nick Dacos as well down there, Halls.
Yeah, I think he's just getting a little bit of work on the calf, and everybody is staying very active here on the interchange bench. Not sitting down too long. Nice, cool, brisk winter's night here in Melbourne.
Halls. Little one out the back door there from Perryman.
Lee Dooley.
How you can get it wrong there, Baz. So crisp on the ground as well, and we'll have a ball up. So Collingwood have come to play. What is happening down there, Halls? Is it just a bit of cramp, or what is it? He's not sure, been scared off. Lockie Schultz, high footy. Aaliyah takes the mark, deep in defence. He's on immediately out wide, and here they go once again on this northern side. They love it. Drew able to pick it up. A little chiseler with perfection. Finds the opportunity with Bammett. He goes over the top with a little limp one and finds Georgiades a long way from home. Almost on the wing. Kicks a shocker. Couldn't have been more down the throat of Jeremy Howe and half-back if he tried Georgiades.
Wasn't even the right option, even if he did execute the kick.
So Howe at half-back drills it inboard towards true centre-half back to Frampton. Now he switched play to the outside. A nice drilling low ball to Quainer. Had to be perfect, it was. And he kicks out to the outer side wing to young Swaddling. How's he gone, Ash?
Swaddling game number 1, 9 touches.
What's McCreary done tonight, Ash?
Barry McCreary, just the 2 disposals.
Bugger all, I think, is the answer.
Swaddling kicks it high out towards the boundary line on the outer side, about 55 from Collingwood's goal. Bullock couldn't get there in a 1-on-1, and through his hands it goes out of bounds. Off his hands, out of bounds, about 60 around from the Pies goal.
Hate that when the umpire calls a player to play on when he hasn't gone left or right. He's just indicated he's going to kick and hasn't gone off his line yet. The umpire calls play on. Annoying. Horn Francis doesn't know his rules, that umpire. Little knockdown. We probably don't know that many either as well, but handball comes out from Berry. Picked up again here. Nice one from Richards. Sweet had a bit of a fumble. Allowed side bottom and Cameron to pounce on him. They drag him to the ground. It's half forward for Collingwood.
Yeah, good period here for the Pies. The pressure's still good. Port Adelaide not handling it. I think Collingwood, if they can keep going, they can kick the next 2, break this one open.
That's Captain Serious in the back row here, Zoe. Picked up by Port Adelaide. It's a very serious 10-point lead at the moment for Collingwood, and that's a free against Quainer.
Port Adelaide will rush it forward. Whitlock, hand pass off to Berry, and a short pass. A worm-burning pass to Cochrane, who marks about 65 out for Port, and he kicks to the hot spot. That was nice. No mark taken. That was close. Bammett was flying, but it was punched out of his hands. Ends up with Quainer for Collingwood. Kicks out wide to the outer side wing, just inside the boundary, and Schultz takes the mark. Goes short to DeGoey, forward to the wing. He marks and hits the ground, running open forward line. McCreary the target. Jones again works his way in front of him for Port at half-back. Punts it out to Aaliyah, who ran out of bounds. And the Pies fans rise as one. They want to deliver it. The umpire said, get stuffed.
As Tom Cochrane, who's playing tonight, that's not the Cochrane, it's not the son of the Cochrane that retired about 10 years ago, is it?
Stewie Cochrane, who played for North Melbourne Port Adelaide, and his great uncle
it's his son.
Is Lee Simon.
Yeah, that's right, our former boss at Triple M.
Yep.
So it is his son.
Correct.
Yeah, I think he must have matured early. Wow. He only retired a few years ago, didn't he, Dad?
Well, you probably had him for Red Z when he was late 20s. Stewie's a lovely fella. He's 48.
And their number one draft pick coming up will be Dougie Cochran, the younger brother, who is a superstar. Oh, well, he will be.
What, another son of Stewie?
Yeah. Yep. He's going to be pick number 1 in the draft, probably, or pick 2 or 3.
To go, he ripped it out of the stoppage here. Got it off to Mead. Some real spot-on breeding there. As the ball is taken to ground, and the umpire says we'll ball it up. Nice tackle by side bottom.
Ball thrown in the air. Little slap sideways and side bottom tracks it again. It bounces nicely for him, so an easy pick up. Little hand pass to Young, swaddling again, who kicks towards De Goey on forward 50. Through his hands, Harrison for the Pies got there, but in front of him, Horn Francis jumped on top of the footy, and the umpire will ball it up. It's like a
hen-pecking.
Yes.
Horn Francis was... The horny one was hen-pecking.
He was.
Can you believe it? Spills out wide here to Swaddling. He's getting a few now, Ash. Little left footer around the corner, goes deep inside 50. Up they went. Radagalier couldn't reel it in. Around the boundary goes Lockie Schultz. Does the swan dive. Should almost be penalised for that. High ball went out of bounds, said the umpire. So we're going to throw it in. Nothing for Lockie Schultz either. Deep in Collingwood's attacking zone, the punt road ends.
So the old man, Stewie Cochran, 47 years of age, birthday coming up.
Yeah.
So the son 20, so that's a 27.
Okay.
Yeah, not as aggressive as...
No, he must have retired. How long ago did he retire? Must have been longer than I thought then, because I thought maybe 5 to 7 years ago, but it must have been 20 years ago.
Time does fly, right?
5 to 7 years, he retired at 42.
Picking around the corner. Stand on the line. How long is it? Work it out.
Here we go. Stewie, 2005. 2005.
21 years ago. His son wasn't even born.
Christ.
21 years ago.
Time flies. I thought he retired last week.
Brian, who went to Nimbin, me or you?
Must have been dreaming. Must have been dreaming.
Stewie Cochran just retired.
I reckon I called him in the last game.
Well, you probably did.
Could have been. Bamberts out there.
Jesus Christ, they're quick breeders around here. I go and have one sleep, but there's millions of them.
He was playing with Ross Glendinning.
All right. Balls on the outer side with Crampton. Gets it down to Swaddling. Punched out a hand pass to side bottom. Kicks out wide to the outer side.
Hayden Bunton Jr.
Yes. Kick inside forward 50 for the Pies. And a ripping mark. Is he paying?
Yeah, they paid it.
Surely Harrison had a flying shot, but it's going to come back to Buller.
Good
10
contested
points up, Collingwood. And we're, what are we, Joey? 18.5 into the third quarter.
That's a big contested mark for the young man. He's been quiet, hardly being cited. 6 disposals, hasn't hit the scoreboard, but this is a big moment. It just feels like Collingwood, as I said, they've had all the momentum. They just haven't really been able to put a gap in this game. And if they can kick this and get up by 16 late in the third, good signs.
19 in. Joey Montagna with Daisy Thomas, of course. Triple M C-Bus Super special comments. C-Bus Super build just something the smart way. There's Buller. He's walked a long way back.
Buller.
And he starts to break into a trot. He's still 55 out. Now crosses the 50-metre line. Kicks from 48. It's a high drop punt, very high. And to the left and through for 1 point. Got about a metre over the line. 8-8-56 the Pies. They're 11 points up over Port. It was 6-9-45, 19.5 third term.
Play on.
Kick back into play here for Evans. This is Logan. Goes to Jones. Jones, little handball. Burn Jones. Now got it. Sold some foot candy very nicely and finds Jace Burgoyne. Took a mark down low in front of Long.
Tricked both of them there, the Perminator.
Yes. Here is Burn Jones. They're very closely cut scone these days. Now down the middle they go once again with Mead. In fact, it might have been Lau. It was. Got it deep inside 50. Jeremy Howe used the body magnificently. They got Marshall as the meat and the sandwich, the defenders, and Jeremy Howe capitalised on the mark out the back door. It was well done from the experienced campaigner.
As he drop punts it back out here to the wing, and Membry works his way to the front of the pack and marks.
Buller's on. Oh, he looked at him in the corridor, decided not to go.
He's gone long, a huge leap from Podarski on the wing, and he dropped it in at ground level. Burn Jones got it to Alir. Hand pass off to his teammate in Mead. And he goes long inside forward 50. No mark taken. Big leapers, no mark. Ground level footy. All the Pies did have the numbers. They've overrun the ball here. Opportunity comes out for Horn Francis. Got it from Durden. Horn Francis runs into the tackler and was brought to the ground beautifully by Crisp at half-back for the Pies, and he's got the free kick, and Collingwood hang on to this 11-point lead.
So smart here. They realise they're boxed in, and they're just going to slow it down and go down the line here for one, just to give themselves a bit of a spell and try and just get a boundary throw in or something near the wing. Didn't work for them. Radaglia kept it alive, but it's right on the head here of Houston. He launched, got it off here to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos handball back into Steele, through the middle of the ground with Nick, over to DeGoey. DeGoey to Lockie Schultz on the lead. The punch away was perfection. It was really well done by Evans in the end. Got it to the boundary line. Didn't have a lot of other defenders around him. And they all get back to congratulate Logan Evans on his effort. And he did well. Collingwood by 11 points here at the 21-minute mark of the third quarter.
So a boundary throwing. And Port all of a sudden chasing the tail. It's been the other way around most of the night, but it's been a close game. So McStay in the ruck tries to work his ruckman underneath the footy and sweep. Didn't do so. It's picked up by Allen. Little hand pass to Steele for the Pies. Kick to the hot spot, 40 metres out. No mark taken. Bammett got caught high, did he? Swaddling the tackler, or was it a good tackle? Umpire going to claim it and ball it up.
It was a very good tackle.
Yeah.
Came in aggressively.
The young man.
On the Harvey Norman. Yeah, tried to play for it. Bammett.
So a long kick towards goal, off hands. And I reckon the young man's done it. Swaddling it is. He's kicked his first goal and his mates come in numbers to congratulate Swaddling, who kicks his first goal in his first game in the big time. Good on him, 9-8-62. Port Adelaide 6-9-45 on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
He's had some sort of quarter, Ash, Swaddling, this term.
Certainly has. He's had 8 disposals, a couple of clearances, and he's also kicked a major and 2 score involvements. 13 touches for the game going.
Is he a left footer or not? Because he's kicked that on his left a long way.
He's a lefty. Yeah, we saw all his mates and family up in the grandstand.
A couple of reptiles amongst that lot too.
Got the fluoro shoes on for the first game.
And gave it plenty as well.
Oh, and he's leaning back on the give as well. He's gone old 45-degree angle on the celebration and expecting others to hold him up. So they've kicked the last 4, Collingwood. In fact, they've kicked 7 of the last 8, Ash. Thank you for that. Back in the middle we go. Ash on the ball. Butters. High ball Lipinski marks. Back of the square at half-back. All over them, the Magpies at the moment. 17-point leaders. They're really gritting the teeth. Beautiful thread the needle kick to side bottom. Side bottom marks in front of the bench. Looks in the middle, nothing there. There is now. It presents itself. Harrison has taken a mark for Collingwood. Inside the centre square. Goes with a low ball to the lead of Buller. Knocked away from him, comes to ground. Picked off, goes to McCreary. McCreary got it once again to Harrison. He spun as he kicked the football. Lockie Schultz got collected in the head by a foot. He was down, still trying to win the footy. He wasn't ducking, and he got an accidental kick almost to the head. And Marshall's hurt himself, and so has Radaglia. They've got some damage. Radagalia's holding his right knee and does not look good.
He's in a lot of pain, Radaglia, on the ground. He's been banging the turf, calling for help.
Well, 2 players down for Port. That is...
Marshall's got up at least. Or has he? No, he hasn't. Still there.
That looks very serious for both of them.
And also McKinley.
Yeah.
Off the ball. He wasn't...
So 3 Port Adelaide players down in the one go here. Now McKinley looks like he's going to be carried from the ground.
Yeah.
Can't move the left leg at all. No. We've got... Who was the other one?
Radaglia.
Todd Marshall as well.
And Todd Marshall. And Radaglia's still on the ground holding the right knee. Marshall's up and walking at least, but the other 2 are barely doing that.
Here's the Harvey Norman, boys.
So looking at the Harvey Norman replay, it almost looks as if something his knee buckles before the see there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
And again on the way down.
I wonder whether that's like a patella sort of injury.
Something.
Yeah, look,
it's
you're right.
right
Joey's
knee.
picked it before the contest.
There.
Yeah.
Just gives all the weight going through it. And he's still in a lot of pain on the ground.
And the reason he's in pain, I reckon it is a bit of a dislocation
something
or something.
doesn't look like it.
And that's what the pain would be as McKinlay comes through the interchange gates. He's been carried off. And
look at
that's still out, isn't it? Or
he's in enormous
patella's out or the knee's out. I'm not sure which one, but one of them.
Surrounded by trainers at the moment, so hard to get a visual, but they step away. He's just in a lot of pain.
So the teams have congregated in their circles because this is going to take quite some time to get him on the stretcher and get him off the ground here. And remind me, it was a Collingwood free as a result, was it?
Yeah, Schultz from the goal square. It'll be a goal resulting in it. Pete Hawley there for Bob James. What's young McKinlay done? Has he gone down the race or is he okay?
No, he's sitting on the interchange bench right now, just getting looked at. He couldn't put any weight on the leg when he first got to the bench. They're looking at his left knee. The coach is sitting behind him. That is a calf injury, not a knee injury. He's been ruled out for the game, and the stretcher is with Radaglia right now.
So this could be at least 3 players for Port Adelaide out of the game, and possibly a fourth if Marshall has a go and is no good.
Yep, exactly right.
In one hit, basically.
There's a Harvey Norman replayers.
Radaglia still in a lot of pain, so that knee or patella has not been put back in yet.
He's putting his hands to his face. He's
on the stretcher now. They're loading them up on the vehicle, Baz, so he'll be off in a jiff.
He had the bad one as well down at Geelong too, the broken leg.
Yep.
Oh, they're having trouble lifting the stretcher. It's a heavy weight. He'd be 110.
The big lad. So he's getting lifted onto the cart now. And
he's having such a terrific game as well, Ash. We spoke about him at half-time.
Yeah, 6 intercept marks all in the first half, Joey.
They're without at least 2 players, Port Adelaide. We think McKinlay, who's getting some attention at the moment, Pete, in front of you. Does he look likely to come back on immediately, do you reckon?
Well, he didn't go down to the room. No, it won't be immediate. They're just having a look, and the doctor right now is asking him if that knee went inside or outside when it had a bit of a turn. And Connor Rosé had a little chat to him as well. He seems to have calmed down. Very emotional when he got to the bench, but they're just still chatting through it right now.
Well, that's not good if that's what the conversation was about.
So the cart coming off.
He's no good.
There's a Harvey Norman replay. We can see McKinlay on the bench looking quite distressed.
I don't think he's going to play again, Baz.
No, I think you're right, BT. They're at least down to 1 on the bench, maybe none.
That looks like the discussion of how bad is it.
Yep. Harvey Norman, half-yearly clearances on now. Shop TVs, fridges, laptops, mobiles, furniture, bedding and more in-store and online.
Yeah, so Radaglia coming off the ground. So they'll walk in. One doctor will go with the stretcher to the rooms. The other doctor remains on the bench treating McKinlay at the moment, just in case. And if they require any more, they've got the doctors from the other teams that are always willing to help as well. So it's a bit of carnage here in a very short period of time for Port Adelaide. It's going to put a bit of a dampener on their efforts to get up and win this now. Radaglia seems to be a little more comfortable as we speak now. He's not sucking the green dummy.
He hasn't been whistled.
No.
Which I don't know is a good sign or a bad sign, because obviously the ACL generally has the excruciating pain to start that then subsides. What do I want to look like one of those? It did just so hard to tell and obviously speculate when the weight of the big fella goes through it and it gives away before the contest, and then there's 15 blokes that land on top of you.
Good to go.
So I've had a hold-up of a fair while. Was I calling at this stage? I think I was.
No, you were, BT.
Lockie Schultz has a shot at goal.
You're calling it good too.
5 metres out directly in front, just trying to get me confidence up. Some old prime time in the back row there. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Collingwood to extend the margin to 23 points. So they're up. They get around Lockie Schultz. They're still celebrating. They're not caught up in the sadness of it all. He's got a couple. And Collingwood lead by 23 points on the Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Yeah, well, they are now capitalising for their dominance this quarter. We'll get some numbers off Ash, what's happening in this third term, but they've certainly come out with a much better intent with their pressure, and they've been able to get a lot of opportunities in their forward half, and more importantly, they've kicked the 4 goals too. What's their pressure rating this term?
Spot on, Joey. 206 in this third quarter. In the first half, they were about 169. And they've also been efficient when going inside 50. They've only had 1 more entry, but 12 inside 50s for 4 goals too. Port 11 for just the 2 behinds.
Thanks, Ash. Choice Hotels around the grounds. We had a couple of winners today.
Certainly did. We had the Crows defeating the D's by 17 points and Carlton by 23 over the Giants, Baz.
All right, Pete Hurley down on the bench. Bob Jane teammates.
McKinlay just going down to the rooms right now. Couldn't even stand up without getting a bit of help.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy, all sorts of injury problems for Port Adelaide. Pete Hurley will be all over it. A kick to half forward their way, but side bottom gets in the way and he kicks the ball forward to the wing out here in front of us for a one-on-one. And Lai lays a very heavy tackle on Schultz. He rolls him around twice.
He had him in a headlock and then doubled down on it. The umpire still didn't play it
He
through.
said, no, ball it up.
Yeah.
So Drew tapped it down, but straight to Nick Dacos. Brilliant hands. 15 metres to Allen, who kicks inside forward 50. The Pies are on fire this quarter. Off hands it spills to Burn Jones. A rush kick outside defensive 50 for Port.
So Richards now, a little kick further to Whitlock, and Whitlock marks up on the wing. So he's a long way up. Now he has to wait for players to get in front of the football, go sideways to the permed one. Burn Jones, and he just takes a mark and backs off a little bit. Little kick out wide and finds Richards once again. So Richards on the wing. Going to go down to Pete Hurley in a moment. He's just going to list off exactly who was missing for the rest of the game for Port Adelaide in a moment as Marshall presents up, takes the mark on the wing. Kick around the corner, inside 50. Horn Francis marks. 45 metres out, he'll line up Pete Hurley. This is your chance. What do we got left?
Well, it started with Lukosius. He's out with a right calf, and then it was Radikalia we saw. He's getting off on the stretcher in a lot of pain. And then McKinlay, who, as you said, doesn't look like he's coming back with a left knee. So right now, it's Joe Berry and it's Cochrane who are on the interchange bench. They're down to 2.
Okay, for Bob Jane team arts as Horn Francis lines up.
No closer.
50 metres out. He won't have any problems with the journey, I wouldn't have thought. To get it back to a manageable 17-point deficit. Horn Francis, normally reliable. Side bottom on the mark. He's at 45 metres out. Kick from 50. Horn Francis lets it rip to the city end and has pulled it to the left-hand side. So a 22-point Collingwood lead with 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Pies doing it beautifully in this term. Little short kick to Quainer, who marks and runs around the player that comes at him and then kicks back out of the wing to Schultz. Worked his body beautifully. Took the mark, spun around and kicked to half forward. And the mark's taken for the Pies by Allen. Little hand pass, in fact, it was Buller. Hand pass off to Nick Dacos. Kick into the pocket to Degoe in a one-on-one. Wrestled his opponent off. Plucked at one arm. 25 out. Brilliant from the Pies.
Well, they've been moving the ball from their back 50 unbelievably.
And Degoe turns around and kicks the goal from the forward pocket. Look at the smile across his head. It's been the Pies' term, 11-8-74. Port Adelaide 6-10-46 with 33.5. He's got 3 to go. 33.5 into this third term. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
3 goals from D50 this quarter alone. How many for the game, Ash? Because it's been a little bit of an issue for the Pies, but tonight...
Just the 3, but all in this quarter, though, Joey.
Apologies, Baz. I was giving you a little poke because he was about to get on with it quickly, not because I had anything to insert of any significance, but...
5 unanswered goals in the quarter.
I appreciated it. It was teamwork.
Yeah, as we are.
Team play.
As you were.
6 in a row. 28-point lead. That was a timely goal for the Pies. They breathe a little sigh of relief with the gap. As the injuries mount for Port Adelaide with 30 seconds in the third quarter remaining. Collingwood by 28 points, got a clearance to go with it. And a free kick will go against Collingwood. It'll go to Horn Francis. Gives it out the back door to Mead. Little kick out wide to Richards. He takes the mark at half forward. Plays on to Butters. Nice kick. Butters takes a mark. 70 metres from home, but near the boundary line. Kick around the corner is beautiful. Marshall takes a slips catch. Inside 50. He marks it on the 40-metre line, but on the boundary. And he'll have to kick it 45 metres after the siren.
It was a brilliant kick from Butters. What did you make of it, Joey?
Oh, boy. Joey's just gone quiet on us at the moment.
Oh, they've had issues tonight, Joey and Dave.
Yeah, they have. There's a little bit going on there. Marshall will line up the goal. He's just been reminded by the umpires to run in a straight line. Looks like they've got one on the bench as well. Yep. So Marshall will come in. He'll kick it from just inside the 50 after the three-quarter time siren. In he comes, 48 out. He hasn't really got it. And no score, she wrote. End of the third quarter, Collingwood by 28, 11-8-74 to Port, 6-10-46 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. From McDonald's and Remont Water, Triple M Rocks Football.
That quarter for Beacon Trade. Backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade. Let's make light work.
For McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M Footy's Sunday Rub is keenly aware of how the game is always changing.
It is crazy the lack of respect some halfback flankers show the stars of the competition.
Of course, to get another crack at AFL level, Steve. I reckon I'd come back as a halfback flanker.
I'd like to come back as a half-forward flanker that played on you as a halfback flanker.
Triple M's Sunday Rub tomorrow from 1. Then join the Thirsty Camel call team for St Kilda and the Western Bulldogs. From Ring Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.
If you're a small business, you know this sound. Oh, that was another opportunity just missed. And this is your lightning loan, getting approved by OnDeck. In minutes, not hours or days. So you can say yes more often. Go on, join the fast lane with OnDeck. Go to ondeck.com.au. T's and C's apply. And loan subject to a very fast approval.
The Doorbuster sale at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save 10% on external doors this weekend. And we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measure and quote at the 4-day Doorbuster sale. Ends Monday. Doors Plus, no fuss.
Shut up!
In 2026, Triple M rocks footy.
Oh, yes.
Choice Hotels gets you more for your money, so you can check in to more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Wow.
Bob Jane T-Marts have great buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. Call or shop online today. T's and C's apply.
All right.
Need drinks fast? Camel on down to Thirsty Camel bottle shops for unseriously good deals. Drink responsibly.
That's class.
In 2026, Triple M rocks footy.
Still filthy about that ump's call on the weekend? We hear you, which is why we've created I Call BS, a platform for fans to call out the BS in footy. Head to codesports.com.au and call it out loud.
Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Shop big savings in tech with up to 30% off Windows 11 computers from Acer, Asus, HP and Lenovo. Shop mobiles. Save over $400 on Samsung Galaxy S26 256 gig. Shop big screen TVs. Save over $800 on LG 75-inch QNED Mini LED. Shop portable party speakers. Save over $150 on JBL PartyBox 520. And shop French door fridges with LG InstaView now under $2,000. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance on now.
Footy's better at the pub, and the pub's better with the Pub Plus app. More great value, more prizes, more bang for your buck. Download the Pub Plus app and get more from your local.
Get more from your local. Get Pub Plus.
Booking.com is the easiest way from counting down the minutes to flying where time doesn't matter. Go on. Book that trip. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
To say you haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui is like saying you haven't felt jubilation until you've won your work footy tipping comp. Yes! Don't settle for less. Get a quote from Yui today. Yui, you insured.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Totally Workwear. End of financial year's on at Totally Workwear. Score multi-buy savings plus a gift with selected purchases. Get in before June 30.
Big third quarter from the Pies. They kicked 5 goals to Port Adelaide zip. Collingwood 11-8-74, 28-point lead at 6-10-48 Port Adelaide. Let's go downstairs for Bob Jane T-Marts. Bob Jane T-Marts end of financial year. Price Busters sale is on now. bobjane.com.au. Peter Hurley.
Oh, just absolute carnage in that quarter for Port Adelaide. It's now Lukosius, McKinlay, Radigalia. They are all out for this game without knowing the extent of how bad those injuries are. They've already got 3 guys who are out for the season. Ollie Lord, Connor Rozee and Josh Sin. Doesn't look good for them, who are just down to 2 on the interchange for this last quarter.
Triple M Red Z Lending stats. Red Z Lending loans for the self-employed. REDZED.com. Ash.
Top 2 rated players on the ground. De Goey, number 1, 23 touches, 3 majors. And Nick Dacos, 29 disposals, 9 clearances and 1 goal.
Wow. Going to be up against it, Baz.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide, it's going to require a monumental effort and almost throwing caution to the wind with how they're going to have to play if they are to get into this and eat into the deficit and then give themselves a chance to win it. And if you are going to do that, you risk the fact that you may get scored heavily against if you're trying to go through the corridor. High risk, high reward. It'll be interesting to see, Joey.
Yeah, they've got to take the game on. But for Collingwood, I mean, when Dacos and De Goey are both in this mood at the same time, it gives them a big chance in every single game they play the Pies. So that's been the difference, the class of those two. Horne-Francis has been excellent, but Butters hasn't been his usual self.
Well, we think they're shot. Can they fire a bullet in this final term, Port Adelaide? With 3 key players now on the bench. For McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. And they won't play any further part in the match. Triple M Rocks footy. Ball thrown in the air. Pies by 28. They go to the city end. Tap down towards De Goey. He's been brilliant. Little hand pass off to Perryman for Collingwood. First clearance their way. Harrison and Lai go at it. Lai marks. And half-back for Port. Called to play on. Runs around Harrison. Little hand pass off. And a short kick will come out to Burgoyne. So Burgoyne marks just forward of the wing, outer side of the ground. Can Port get a couple of early ones? Get Collingwood a little bit twitchy in this final term. Burgoyne kicks to the forward pocket. Low drop punt. Quainer got a big fist on it. Doesn't hit the boundary line. Berry got there, sees it out of bounds. Boundary throw in about 53 around from Port's goal.
Jordan, Darcy.
The umpire organising things out there. Boundary throw in. Half forward for Port Adelaide. Punt road end. Cameron and Sweet doing ruck work. Cameron to the front. Butters to the right spot but couldn't hold on. Pressured by Allen. Josh Dacos picks up, immediately stripped of the football by Burgoyne. Kick inside 50. Frampton got under it, couldn't hold the mark. In they go. Richards tries to bust out. Little dribbler by foot along the ground. Jeremy Howe tackled by Willem Drew. Ball held in. We'll have a ball up. 25 metres out from Port Adelaide's goal here at the punt road end. And he gets on with it very quickly. Sweet grabbed it. Tries to bust the tackle. Got the handball to Marshall. Round the corner, missed. And out of bounds on the full by Marshall. Be a free ball. Collingwood in the back pocket here. And Isaac Quainer, the man to take it. 74. Plays 46 in favour of Collingwood. Very early stages last quarter.
When was their last goal for Port? Ashes. Quainer kicks out of the back pocket.
27 minutes in the second quarter by Whitlock.
Kick outside defensive 50. Burne-Jones got it to Drew. Little short one, Georgiades. So he marks just inside, about 46 metres out, but he's on the boundary line in front of the Shane Morn stand, out of side. A tough kick for Georgiades, who's kicked 1 goal in this game. That'd be in the first term.
Yeah, he's missed a couple, as he can do. Georgiades, he's going to have to kick this right on the junction of the 50-metre line and boundary line, wrong side for right footer. So it'll take a hell of a kick, and if they are to mount any sort of comeback, they are going to have to take all their chances.
Joey Montagna and Daisy Thomas. Triple M Seabo Super special comments. Seabo Super, build you something the smart way. Georgiades, can he slot a goal? They've had a search for a goal for the first 2.5 minutes of this term. From the boundary, half post high. Not bad, but just shy of the goal post and through for another point. 6-11 now. Port Adelaide 47, 11-8, 74. The Pies, 2.5 final term. That's all on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
He does play on. Jeremy Howe from fullback brings it out the northern side. Little outside slipper ball finds Josh Dacos. So Collingwood happy just to soak up a little bit of time here at the moment. Move the ball spasmodically forward and finds Long. Then Long gives the handball back to Josh Dacos. Sends a deep ball to McStay, who Mark beautifully dupes out in front. Doesn't get any better than that. Marking it at its highest point. McStay plays on his kick off the side of the boot, which he often does, was horrible, and the mark is taken by Lau.
And he goes out to the outer side with a drop punt that's nicely taken out there by Georgiades, a long way from home. Hand pass off to Drew, who runs past. Another one to Evans. Now Evans kicks off! Big leap of streamer from guess who? Jeremy Howe at half-back. Oh, that is magnificent. He just does so many of them, you just half expect it.
Well, what he's been doing of late, Baz, he's punching those. That he had the setting up, he went into the night sky. That is special.
Quainer plays on in the meantime, goes out wide to Pajaski. He immediately kicks it inside 50 or thereabouts. Nice ball, made way for the drop there, the spill. McStay didn't get the free, crowd were not happy. Jones split them through the middle.
McStay's cracked the shits. Yeah. He's punched the ground and the bloke ran straight past him.
Frampton. Little handball to Quainer. The fragrance king. Short little kick to Josh Dacos. He loves to smell nice, Isaac.
Yep.
And we love him smelling nice. Isaac Quainer with a waft behind him. Kicks inside the centre square. Gobbled up here by Lau. Here go Port through Butters.
Butters, little short kick's okay to Berry. Berry kicks out wide to Drews. Had a bit of in this final term. He's on his own on the outer side wing. The ball sort of hit the deck and he had time to go back and pick it up and kick short to Burn Jones. So he's about 70 from Port's goal. Burn Jones kicks to full forward. Frampton in front of Georgiades. Dropped the mark back of the pack. Durden kicked into the back of an opponent. And it spilled to Marshall, who has a flying shot that goes across the face of goal at the punt road end. 6-12 now, 48 Port Adelaide, 11-8-74 the Pies. And we are 4.5 into the final turn. Triple M totally work West scoreboard.
Just seeing the replay of the Jeremy Howe mark. Do you judge it any different on seeing that?
No, I like it a lot. He's got such great balance and poise once he's up there.
Not in his top 15.
He's a chronic marker, isn't he? He's just a specky after specky. He is a specky bag machine as Perryman marks. And I notice his cheer squad down here in front of us. There's two Harry Perryman jumpers. There's a couple of lovelies. And they are just sitting there and they are right near the bench and they're enjoying every moment. I think it could be wife part. I'm not sure, but a little knockdown. Schultz, don't worry if you're up there. Anyway, Allen now. Little kick goes out wide to Degoe. And he gloves it on the boundary line beautifully. Degoe's kicked 3 today. And he'll line up from 45 out on the boundary.
Could be AOA down there, PT.
Yes, could be, but they're enjoying it. Only when he gets the footy. So Degoe has 3. To get it out to 80. Jordan Degoe from the left to right worker pocket required. Northern side city end. Kick on the way. He tries for a little bit of that. Doesn't get the traction in the air because atmospheric conditions are very heavy here tonight and grip is few and far between. A minor score, 27-point lead Collingwood.
Two Man's just handed me a stat that's an absolute ripper. Since half-time inside 50s, Port have actually led 19-15, but only kicked 0-5 to 5 goals 2.
Wow.
Nice, Stuart. Triple M Reds and landing stats, just delivering the good stuff to Days.
Why Daisy get the good stuff?
Well, we go. It's been a bit tense all night back there.
Because you haven't been here.
Here we go. Through little hand buster Butters. Butters got tackled. Punching out to Bammett. Another hand pass over the top to Burgoyne, who runs forward to the wing. Missed him, so he kicks it off the ground to half forward. Spills for an opportunity for a flying shot on goal, but Lipinski has dropped back and taken the mark between the goal and
played on through the point. The rules!
He played on.
Boy, Stewie's boy, I think.
And now they're called play on, but the point will stand. That is a point for Port Adelaide.
A little one around the corner here from Jeremy Howe. Stewie and his son Tom born quite close together.
Retired only weeks ago, Stewie.
Mark here.
Brian remembers calling the last game. Like it was yesterday. It was 2005.
I wasn't even in the league. I wasn't on the list at that point.
Jesus, that was... Are we sure about that, Ashley?
Yeah, we are.
Radagalia. Funny little kick while being tackled. No, not allowed. He's out. That's Alia.
Yeah.
Burgoyne. Down the line here for Sweet if he gets good bounce. He's confronted by his opposition ruckman and Cameron, who picked it up. Little handball over the top. Gives it off out the back door here. Here he is. Tommy Cochran, the son of Stewie, born on the same day. Richards, side bottom, and now Josh Dacos.
And he's at half back. He hand passes back to Howe, back to Josh Dacos. Short kick to Quainer, who marks in the back pocket. Hand pass over the top to Perryman. He spun out of the tackle of Drew. That was good. He saw him coming. Claimed the foot. He got out of trouble. Kicked to McQuarrie on the outer side wing. Dropped the mark. Has time to go back and pick it up. They're on the charge here, the Pies. Hand pass over the top, young Swaddling, but he's missed the target. McStay with the kick. He's kicked it straight to Alia. And he marks and hand passes off to Marshall. Porter out of trouble.
Yep, they are inside the middle of the ground here. Jeremy Howe knocks it away, spills to Nick Dacos, gave the handball to side bottom. They're a team of willing givers when it comes to giving the ball to their teammate, that is for sure. Kick comes out wide and Steele takes the mark. Handball over the top to Jeremy Howe. Jeremy Howe, little ball to Schultz. There's no other thought other than giving it to the man in the best position. You've got to love that for a team that's middle of the ladder or even a little lower. And the mark is finally taken here by Harrison, deep inside Collingwood's 50.
Yeah, good call, BT. They just keep finding the right option. The best player in that position has the opportunity, and they're all happy to share it. Now it's Harvey Harrison's turn.
So Harvey Harrison in game 19, looking for his 15th career goal. In he comes. Kick of 25 metres. Right across the face. Wasn't a great effort in the end. Picked up here by Willem Drew. He's tackled to the ground. Ball should go over the line. It doesn't. Kept alive there by Swaddling, who's having a good first game in terms of numbers. Josh Dacos out the back. Here they go once again, the Pies. Forward inside 50. They should mark. Oh, Marshall went back and there was nothing to lean on. Jones, that was a little scary moment for him. It'll run around the corner here and Port take it away nicely, and it's in the hands of Durden.
So Durden's right in front of the members at half-back for Port Adelaide. Kicks very short and inboard to Burn-Jones. Kicks across half-back. They're just trying to work it out to Evans. Evans goes to the outer side wing to Drew, who marks in a bit of space. Kick over the top to Horn Francis, and he marks and went to go forward, then doubles back and just waits for the player to lead off half-forward in Cochrane. He delivers beautifully to him. Marks 55 metres out. So good build-up so far. Now the kick inside, and it's missed.
That sums up Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
They've had no problems building the ball up to about 70 metres out. They just can't execute that final kick going inside 50.
So it was Frampton who marked.
He's saying there's no one on the mark. Where is it? Doesn't matter, Billy. You just go. Nick Dacos around the back door, though. Goes out wide looking for Membry. Found him, but he couldn't hold the mark. Spilled here, Logan Evans is picking the ball up, and he was immediately tackled. And umpire Broadbent says, give it to me, fellas, we'll ball it up at half forward for Port Adelaide. Throws it up immediately, 26-point lead Collingwood. Not a lot of scoring activity here in the last, just a couple of behinds. Josh Dacos, handball was partially smothered. Harrison went to get it and dug it out of the well. Got it beautifully back to Josh Dacos. Handball in the middle to Crisp. Works back on the left. Long handball here. Got it out to McCreary. Around the corner with a beautiful kick. And the mark is taken by Buller. Deep in attack for Collingwood. So to get it out to a score of 81, Buller will line this up, looking for his 6th goal of the year.
I'd love to get your thoughts on his set shot routine. PT, very deliberate.
Robotic.
Yes.
Mechanical.
Bit stiffy, is he?
He's a touch erect.
Oh, no, we'll have a look at him. In he comes. He's just taking one step at a time, that's for sure. He's got a delay between each step, which is unusual. Now he gets a little bit of momentum behind it. Nice straight run up. Kick on the way is a little bit to the right. And he misses, so a minor score, 76-49 on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
27 points up.
Little
Pies doing it nicely. Had a full-back Burn-Jones. Little short kick to Aaliyah, who marks in the back pocket. 27 up. We're 12 minutes into the final term. Collingwood looking for their 6th win of the year. And with a draw as well. Searching for one of those wild card round spots at the end of the year. Offhands from the kick, it's spilled to Drew, who drills it past to Georgiades, who marks about 80 metres out. He's forward to the wing outer side of the ground. He's a long way from home. Goes short to Cochrane. He couldn't mark. It was a bit high. He threw one hand at it, and Howe grabbed it off his hand. Hand pass to Swaddling, who's been good in his first game. Over the top by hand for the Pies to McCreary. Went back to Swaddling, but he missed him. So Steele comes in to help out. He's dragged down on his kick. It spills back to Drew. Port's going to reclaim here. Hand pass comes out to Butters. Butters goes short at half-back, not 15. Richard has got it, but Porter on the run from half-back.
Yeah, Burn-Jones is the man on the run, but his kick is cut off here by Long. Long gives the handball out the back door here to Steele. He gives it off, an opportunity. Pajaski goes wide and finds DeGoey. DeGoey marks on 50. Deep and wide is Jordan DeGoey. Not beyond him, though. He's got a powerful boot when he connects.
And if anything, he'll just take his 30 seconds here.
Looking to make it 7 Collingwood goals in a row. Jordan DeGoey has had a very, very impressive night. Kick on the way is just across the face and short to the square a little, and marked by Sweet in the goal square defensively.
So big Sweet drops it onto his right boot to the outer side, 40-metre kick. Georgiades again marks. Goes back with the footy. What's his numbers, Ash?
Had 13 touches, 9 marks, 1 goal, 3, 22% by foot.
9 marks. Another short kick. Port Adelaide well in control. Or Collingwood, of course, Port Adelaide chasing tail. Cochrane kicks forward to the wing, and Howe marks again. His numbers, Ash?
Jeremy Howe for the Reds had 21 touches, 8 intercepts.
And a short pass back to defensive 50 to Josh Dacos. Collingwood have been in control since half-time. It was a 5 goals to zip third term their way. Short kick to Nick Dacos. Got to find out his numbers, Ash, because votes are there for him, perhaps again.
Yeah, he's racked up 36 disposals, 9 score involvements and a goal.
How many clearances?
And 9 clearances, 5 out of the centre.
Long goes wide to Sidebottom. Sidebottom takes the mark. The Triple M MVP win these days. They used to win a car. What do they win?
House.
Right. Okay.
And car.
AV Jennings or something.
And boat.
House, car and boat.
Yes.
It's a good prize. You've got to be there to win it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why it's the best voucher.
Nick Dacos to Chris. Chris to Nick Dacos.
For anyone.
Nick Dacos goes backwards to Sidebottom. Business airfares thrown into Europe.
Yep.
Sidebottom.
A night with Daisy gets thrown in.
Yes.
And a night out, you should. We had to change that rule.
Nothing wrong like a night with prime time.
It's voted on by
Nick Dacos.
Stars.
Kick long in here to Buller, and Buller marks. He just out-manoeuvres the big ruckman Sweet, who's looking for the push, and umpire Lee Fisher, an experienced campaigner, wanted nothing of it. And Buller to kick the goal in front of the 40,860 that have rolled up tonight. Collingwood's, I think, lowest crowd at the MCG. They've averaged 71 here this year. I think we've had 5 crowds in excess of 80 here this year.
That is an old-fashioned push in the back for when the AFL have sent out a memo saying we're going to crack down on pushes in the back.
The bullet comes in from 35 metres out. A 45-degree angle. Kick is on the way. This is also offline and inching at 77, plays 49. 28-point Collingwood lead.
Yes.
So this last quarter, nothing's really got going, has it?
No, it hasn't. No goals. And we're, 16 minutes in?
Stand by.
So, unusual sort of finish to this one. Port, of course, with 3 players that are on the bench. And since midway through the third term, they've been 3 down. So they're surviving. Jones, kick to the wing, off hands to Durden. The running Berry by hand. Berry, hand pass to Bammett. His kick no good. He drilled it straight to Howe. He drilled it straight to Howe. I think he wanted Georgiades, but Howe just got in the way. He basically passed it to him. He marked on defensive 50.
Lipinski to Sidebottom.
Been good, Howe. What are his numbers, Truman?
Jeremy Howe for Reds Head, 23 disposals, 9 intercepts.
Josh Dacos marks at half-back.
Do you count spoils?
Certainly do. I'll bring that up in a moment. Here we go. He's had 6 spoils, which is an equal most for the Maggies.
Josh Dacos plays on from half-back to half-forward. Ball comes to ground. Lockie Schultz tried to take Jones's head off and was given away the free. And you wouldn't believe it, in 2 hours' time, Baz.
Yep.
2 measly hours' time when it ticks over midnight. The man sitting in the back row, the prime time, will be 39 years of age.
Hey, Dace, fantastic.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's 2 hours away, mate.
There you go.
Get suspended with us on the Sunday.
Yes, fantastic. You'll love that.
Down the line, the 39-year-old.
39 days.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow. You old bugger.
I am officially old.
How do you feel? 39.
Well, I'm not there yet.
I feel like you were born before Stewie.
So you'll be in your 40th year in 2 hours' time.
The big 4-0. That'll be a big
shindig.
Trip somewhere.
Yeah,
Croatia on a boat or something.
Yeah, Monaco on a yacht.
Yeah. Little knockdown here. Ball went nowhere. That's why we can talk like this. 3:57 to go in the game here. By the way, the scores are not far off. 77-49. You're the basketballer, Joey.
Yep.
This was almost the scoreline when the Knicks trailed the Spurs by 29 points, I think it was.
Was that about 82-56 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 28 points now. I think it was 81-52 to be more precise. Yeah. That's only a guess. Jones to Horn Francis, but they were able to get back from there, the Knicks. Why can't Port Adelaide kick inside? Because they're not quite good enough. McStay marks.
Yes, they've struggled. McStay kicks the half back, but mark was dropped by Josh Dacos, but they've recovered anyway. Punched it forward the side.
Out. Just kick the bloody thing.
Hand pass over.
He's still out.
To McCreary. Got it to Sidebottom. Got it to Allen.
No.
Got it to Shaw's. Got it back to Allen. Kick past this mother goes up in the air. Podolski, who fell over in space and bounced the kick into the point post. He gets back up. His cheeks glowing red, but
they all wanted it.
He was so tired, remember, and he was on his own for so long, he then just fell over.
A funny old quarter, this one.
Like funny, but not hard.
No,
like funny, just blow the siren so we can get out of here.
That sort of call it.
Yeah.
Collingwood by 28. 2 minutes 54 remaining in the game, and they can't be fagged anymore. They're just going at the moment. Been a lot of injuries for Port Adelaide, and we'll be going down to the room to update you as much as we can with all of those, because that is really savaged Port Adelaide here tonight. Here's long, little kick back to Chris. Ran out of tarmac, confronted by Jones on the line, and another behind. 78 plays 49 on the Triple M scoreboard.
Yep.
Should have headed it for fun.
29 points, the Pies up. Not a goal scored in this term as Burn Jones sees the ball delivered to him. What are we, 20 minutes into it? Little short kick to Aaliyah. Port in survival mode with 3 players ruled out halfway through the third term. Short kick to Drew.
Just on the soccer, you play your best team. We're not that good that we can save players up for later on.
You're right. No, you're right.
Don't try and outsmart yourself.
I'm getting shitty with it.
You did a good job of putting the beach in the sand you won in the goals to start off with.
Yep. It's not community footy, it's the World Cup.
Yes.
Little short kick over the top to Sweet. And Sweet marks full to the wing for Port Adelaide. He's a big man, he's a big ruckman, and he just runs around and drills a low ball inside, but Quainer takes a beautiful mark.
How many intercept marks have the Pies taken in their back 50?
In their back 50 for Red Z. They have taken 11. The AFL average is 6.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 5 over, Ash. Ash
almost double.
Burn Jones, Sweet onto Bannett.
Here's another one.
Goes inside, side bottom there. Applies the tackle, handball comes to Durden, looking for the give and go, got it back, sold some foot candy, right foot around the corner, touch on the line by Lipinski.
Has he got a goal yet, Durden? Because he's kicked the goal in every game this year.
Spot on.
He's desperate to keep the streak going.
And he hasn't.
No.
29-point lead for Collingwood.
Just a minute and a half left to play in this game. Don't forget, built tough frozen conditions, Ream Hot Water. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
That's what I installed.
Yes.
When I was plumbing.
Plumber would nod and smile and think you're pretty smart to ask him that. As Houston.
You and I are the only real hard workers.
Oh, we are.
Just here.
Well, you being a plumber and me being a sparky.
That's right.
So, very hard all our life.
All the rest are just guessing what life's really about.
Yep. Maybe us as Sparkies not quite as hard as what you did. Out wide goes Nick Dacos marks. The kick short. This is just junk time now, Ash. So Nick Dacos racks up another possession. How many now?
That's 40's racked up. And what a nice short quarter this is, Baz. Obviously no goals, 22 minutes.
Oh, look at the smile on your face, Ash.
Shortest quarter of the year.
I reckon it would be, BT.
Deserves to be.
Kick to the outer side wing, and here we go. The last 25 seconds, BT.
Sweet bangs on the boot, goes forward once again. So Collingwood are going to record this win number 6.5 for them this year. And they are battling, but a good win to get on their home deck. Here's Durden. Oh, he nearly turned with the ball. Bannett bangs it through for a behind. And a minor score. So 11-12-78 Collingwood to Port Adelaide. 6-14-50 on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Yes, Totally Workwear. They're good, aren't they? Score multi-buy savings plus a gift card with selected purchases. Totally Workwear. Get in before June 30. There it is. It's all over. And the Pies, 27-point winners, and as BT said, 6.5 now for the year as they eye off the wild card round.
They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
No goals for Port Adelaide since half-time, and Collingwood get the job done. 5 goals to zip in the third term, none in the final term. Interesting game, but the Pies win it by 27 points.
Yeah, deserve to win, the Pies. Port Adelaide, look, they had their chances like they've done all year. They competed hard. They may have even had more inside 50s.
They did
54, yeah. But they just were horrible trying to convert going inside 50. Collingwood's defence, again, just stood up, which is what they've done most of the year. And I loved how they got some run and drive off half-back tonight. They're up at the scoreboard. But Dacos and De Goey, the class shone. They were the stars of the night for Collingwood, and when they play well, invariably Collingwood win games of footy, and that's what happened tonight. So there were plenty of contributors, but the big guns rose, and Port Adelaide just didn't have enough answers ahead of the ball to really challenge the Pies.
Don't forget at Macca's, when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee, only on the My Macca's app. A couple of big numbers that stand out to you, Ash.
Yeah, Nick Dacos, 41 touches, 10 score involvements in the goal, 9 clearances, 5 out of the centre.
Wow.
And De Goey, he had 26, 8 score involvements, and he chipped in with 3 majors.
Damaging touches, Joey, the 3 for Nick Dacos, do you think?
I would lean towards De Goey, but luckily Daisy's doing the votes.
Okay, we'll head down very, very shortly, courtesy of Fox Footy, the host broadcaster here tonight, with Collingwood with a 27-point win over Port Adelaide. Port not scoring a goal since half-time. Here's Nick Dacos with Kath.
Back on the winners list after a great team performance.
Yeah, it's great. Definitely didn't feel comfortable. Port were awesome. We had to really scrap and work, and they were probably unfortunate with a few boys going down. So, it was a great win from our end. Good to be back on the winners list.
It was a real arm wrestle in the first half. What clicked in the third term?
Yeah, I think we were probably a little bit more daring. Got our defence in check, and then Geordie De Goey went ballistic too, which always helps. So he's playing probably career best footy at the moment, and it's so good to see him doing it.
Well, the boys were debating upstairs, Jack Rewald and David King, as to who got the 3 votes tonight, yourself or Geordie De Goey. Do you have an opinion?
Oh, I think Geordie. How many kick? 5? 3. A good 3 goals, so let's give it to Geordie.
But yourself as well, 41 disposals. I mean, we're not surprised seeing you topping the stat sheet, but when you have maximum impact, is that what you're most proud of tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I pride myself on sort of forward half damage, and probably haven't been as damaging as I would have liked in the early round. So it was good to sort of feel like I got my run back tonight and a bit of flow, and I feel like I'm just the beneficiary of the midfield at the moment. Ed Allen's playing unbelievable role for us, and Geordie the same. So hopefully Geordie and I can be a bit dangerous forward to centre.
So what have you worked on when you say that you haven't been as damaging as you would have liked earlier in the season?
Oh, just patience. I stick with it and keep backing myself. I think I feel like I work hard on my skills and I want to express them, and I'll continue to do that. And then a lot of it's been sort of the forward connection for us. I feel like as a team we probably haven't connected as well. So as a team I felt like we connected really well tonight, and the forwards set the field up so well for us to do that.
Jeremy Howe still taking hangers?
He's ridiculous. He was unbelievable too tonight, it felt like. So great team performance. A few boys to come back, but just great to get a win.
And finally, last one, Sam Swadling kicking his first AFL goal. It was a pretty nice goal.
Oh, he's a gun. I don't have too many favourites, but he'd definitely be one of them. I think he's going to be an absolute superstar for us, and he probably could have been playing from round 0, to be honest. At least I think so. And he plays his best footy at half-back, so can't wait for him to get that opportunity. Not too many people can kick a goal like that on their left in their first game, so he's going to be a star.
He's one of your favourites. You're probably one of his. Well done tonight, Nick.
Thank you.
The great Nick Dacos with the Pies with a 27-point win. Daisy Thomas, Pete Hooley have headed down to the Collingwood rooms. They'll have a chat to Jeremy Howe, who took that specky again tonight. No surprise there. 11-12-78 Collingwood, 6-15-51 for Port Adelaide. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M, Rocks Footy.
That corner for Totally Workwear. End of financial year's on at Totally Workwear. Score multi-buy savings plus a gift with selected purchases. Get in before June 30.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Melbourne. Start your day with Mick
In the morning.
My partner has commissioned a portrait of me.
Mick, you've been a mural.
I have, 2017, on the side of a
milk bar?
wall. It was side of a cafe
that's
in
right,
Richmond.
yeah.
It was either me or Mrs. Doubtfire. Or possibly Matt Preston.
Start your day with Mick in the Morning with Roo, Titus and Rosie. Weekdays from 6 on Melbourne's Triple M.
Ream, Australia's favourite hot water. Steady, hot and strong.
The Snooze end of financial year sale is on now. Save up to 50% off selected mattresses, including Sealy, Madison and Tempur, and up to 40% off selected bed frames. Hurry, sale ends soon. Exclusions, T's and C's apply.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. To make way for new ranges, National Tiles end of financial year half price clearance is on now. Rush into National Tiles now and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, rush into National Tiles now for our famous half price annual clearance on beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
The Doorbuster sale at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save 10% on external doors this weekend. And we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measure and quote at the 4-day Doorbuster sale. Ends Monday. Doors Plus, no fuss.
Moving house feeling stressful? Don't sweat it. Get up to $250 in energy credits with Tango Energy. That's $150 credit on electricity and $100 credit on gas when you switch to Tango's Bonus Booster Bundle. Switch to Tango in minutes at tangoenergy.com.
Tango Energy.
Bonus Booster Bundle is available to new or moving Vic residential customers only. T's and C's apply. Fact sheets available at tangoenergy.com. For clear advice on the right plan for you, contact us on 1-800-861-952.
Booking.com is the easiest way from an endless checkout line to a late check-in. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Bunnings Trade has tax time sorted with big deals on big brands. Right now, you can get instant bonus battery offers when you purchase 18-volt combo kits from top brands like Makita, DeWalt or AEG. Spend $499 in store and get an instant bonus 18-volt 5-amp-hour battery. Spend $999 and get 2 bonus batteries. Or spend $1,499 or more and get 3 instant bonus batteries. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Hurry, offer ends June 21 at Bunnings Trade.
If you thought the end of financial year wasn't sexy, then you've never been to Sexyland's end of financial year sale. Get up to 70% off Australia's biggest range of sexy costumes, lingerie, couples toys and fun gifts and games for adults. 11 stores in Melbourne and Geelong, open till midnight 7 days a week, or shop online for 2-hour delivery. Sexyland.com.au. Real people, real products, real fun.
Take me now, Sexyland.
Cashflow is an essential tool to help build your business success. Enjoy up to 51 Cashflow days with the American Express Qantas Business Rewards Card. It's the card that moves with your business. Search Amex Qantas Business. T's and C's apply.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. Amy Clangers for Good is back. Tell us your footy clanger for the chance to win. Enter now at afl.com.au/Amy Clangers for Good.
The Pies are heading down to the rooms. They've had a 27-point win, 11-12-78, Port Adelaide 6-15-51. And Peter Hurley and the great Daisy Thomas are down there, and no doubt the rooms will be buzzing because you're both there.
Oh, they always are for Collingwood, and they're starting to walk in now. They're about to belt out the song. This is the Triple M Amy Review. Amy Clangers for Good is back with the biggest prize pool ever. Your footy clanger could win you or your club a share in $250K. T's and C's apply. I'm sure as everyone, you can hear it starting to pop off now, Daisy, because the young fella's going to get right in the middle. Swaddling, kick the goal, and he is getting absolutely saturated, much like I was in the first quarter. As they get ready to belt out the song after a 27-point win over Port. There it is, Daisy. 27-point winners. And I tell you what, at one point there, I thought we were going to end up celebrating your birthday at the G with some break-in play. It was a long third quarter with the injury carnage to Port, which we'll talk about. But we are going to speak to Jeremy Howe very soon. But to sum it all up, pretty impressive second half.
It was, yeah, no doubt. They were challenged at times tonight, the Pies. Port Adelaide brought a pretty good brand of footy, especially in that first half. Dominated territory, field position as part of that with the inside 50 count, and just weren't able to really, when they had the momentum, put a damaging score on the board. And to the Pies' credit, it was almost a rope-a-dope, wasn't it? They were sitting there, they took all the punches, and then they had themselves a dominant period. Injuries were a part of that, and as a result, they were far too good in the end in what wasn't a game that we'll be going back to watch the highlights of outside of a mark from the man we're about to speak to anytime soon.
That is the man we're about to speak to now in Jeremy Howe.
How are you, mate? All right now. Gassed. Absolutely gassed. We are live and going. I don't know why you didn't get the headphones and I have to wear them, but how are you?
No, it's stoked to get a win. I am exhausted though. That's the first time I haven't come off for a while. I was waving their hands up. It was like any danger. And Pat Lipinski and Josh decided to have kick on the far wing, and that was my chance to get off. So I think I still couldn't get off. But stoked with the boys. The last quarter was really good.
We talked about it a little bit before you came over here, but that third quarter in particular really started to kick away. We know the fourth, Port were down some serious numbers. What changed in that third term compared to the first half?
Well, I guess it was an arm wrestle there for a while. I don't reckon we probably just took our chances early. I think we had a couple of costly turnovers, ones where you probably think you're going to finalise the play, score, but then we end up getting a turnover. We chatted about it even post-ball. I just felt like, why are we always in these arm wrestles? Unfortunately, we just kind of fall away from what was working, but felt like the third quarter set up the last, and then the last quarter was kind of like put the game to bed. We know we didn't have to score at will, but we knew they'd come, but we felt like we held up defensively.
As a back group, you were pretty good and pretty solid all night, but yourself in particular, I feel like you're in a fair vein of form.
Yeah, well, they kept kicking it back to me. So it was, to be fair, I was like, I get a lot of work off ball by the boys. Thought Quainer in particular, big Chuka Frampton wrestles the Grizzlies for me, and I get to third man over most of the time. So credit to the other boys.
What about, in recent times, you've been getting up there, but you've been going for the spoiling option with some of these, and there were some bloody good spoils, but a nice chance just to wind the clock back. Probably doesn't make it in your top 50, but it was a fair dangly all the same.
Yeah, it'd be scratching top 50, but look, it was nice. It's one of those ones where you felt like you read it just before it happened. You kicked it up, and poor old Toddy Marshall came under the wrong spot, but I told him I don't think it was that good, so I'll look after him.
What about the group and where you're at? Post-bye, you said you worked on some things. What are the focuses for this back half of the season?
Yeah, well, I suppose we just did a full reset, but also like a big check-up of where we're going well. We felt like, we get a bit more spike at clearance. We started rotating a few different guys through there as well, getting a bit more run from the half-back line, so getting our athletes involved, Joshy, Quaynor, Perryman, Houston. I think that, it is a bit of an offensive flavour at the moment, but we could also sharpen up defensively, so it's probably almost a little bit of sharpening the pencils for us, really. It was just about trying to get better in a few areas, but I felt like tonight was a great start because we've got a big block coming up.
Geordie DeGoey is in a really good form. That continued again tonight.
He does, mate, and I don't know if there's a better first quarter specialist at the moment. He runs around, it's probably because he's got the most energy in the first, but I felt like he's running out games really strongly. If he's not kicking goals, he's setting them up. So he's really crucial for us at the moment. So it's nice for him to get a few flowers along the way.
Swaddling was trotting around out there, and I'm not sure if you've seen, but I reckon for most of the beers consumed tonight have been from his little reptilian mates.
I reckon my debut was in 2011, and I thought my mates were rough, and I reckon he's got them covered by a mile. We were warming up 2 hours before the game, and they had chants going down the far pocket. So they're in good form, the boys. It's what it's all about. Swads is a good man, good character, and so are his mates.
Tell us about the lad. What's he bringing around the group?
Well, he's just one of those ones that kind of fits into the group really well. I feel like coming into an AFL side it can be quite intimidating, as you know. But he's got a little bit of lad about him, so you think that he finds in really well. He fits in. He's snuggled up to Still Sidebottom pretty quickly, so good man to hang around if you want to settle in. And yeah, I think he's from a really strong family as well. So good kid. It was great to see him get an opportunity tonight.
What's it mean about the club and the group when you're missing some key guys? We know some veterans throughout. Pendle's being rested, Braden Maynard out tonight, but you get in a young guy, debut, turns around on the left and can just slot it through.
Yeah, I guess it's like we promote guys to play to their strengths, and I felt like even after he kicks his goal, the celebration it did that justice as well. He gave a bit of a mean stare. Not that he's overly a mean kid, but look, that was great, and I think we promote guys, we encourage them to do their thing like that. I think the reaction from our team was probably said it all, and that was probably what got us going, to be fair.
What's going on with the old boy Fossil, Pendlebury? A bye and then rested. Sure, he's taking the piss.
Apparently 2 weeks is not long enough, but and then Sidey had a bye before the bye, so it's like So I'm probably getting the tap on the shoulder after this one. So we'll see how it pans out. But yeah, look, I think they have conversations. But if you ask Pendles, he wants to keep playing. So he wants the 500.
Well, we appreciate it. Great job tonight, and good luck next week.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Well, that was Jeremy Howe for Bob Jane T-Mart's end of financial year price buster sale is now on bobjane.com.au. He was terrific. You talk about just winding back the clock, just being a steady head, and he said he was didn't look bucket walking over, so he's still got plenty left in the tank.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of rotations that we touched on, but no goals in that last term there. So 26 minutes was just straight at it. But no, he was in really good form, as we touched on throughout the call, not just his intercepting, but when he was spoiling the ball, that was getting 15, sort of 20 metres going the other way. And in a game where a lot of forwards will be making the play, getting there for the soft drop, if you can clear that area, it is worth its weight in gold.
That was a perfect segue because our mid-delivery well-played moment is Jeremy Howe's hanger, and here's how it was called on Triple M footy.
Hand pass off to Drew, who runs past. Another one to Evans. Yep. Now Evans kicks off. Big leap of streamer from guess who? Jeremy Howe at half-back. Oh, that is magnificent. He just does so many of them, you just half expect it.
Oh, yeah, it was a fantastic grab. As you talk about the young fella, Daisy. Are you going to get in the trenches? Daisy's going to get in the trenches.
Have we got a dump button?
Here we go. Daisy just getting in with the young fella Swanlings.
There is reptilian mates. Now, I would have loved to stay and chat, but I think latency free. Oh, they're having themselves an absolute time, and bloody good on them. Oh,
how good is that? There's someone you might have to spend your birthday with him tomorrow, mate.
Yeah,
they're going to kick on well and truly into your birthday.
They could be going by the time I'm 40 at this rate, I reckon, those boys. That's almost 4 sleeps till Easter.
It is. It is a great vibe down here in the rooms. The triple MVP award, Daisy, a bit of a tough task, to be honest, because they cost 41 and 1. You had Geordie De Goey, kind of broke the game open, as Howie said.
Yeah, so I'm going to give Jeremy Howe the one vote. Thought defensively all night, and what he was able to bring in those spoils, I thought that was certainly good enough for the one vote in. And what was a really even team performance outside of probably the two best players on the ground. 2 votes to Nick Dacos, 40 possessions. He does that week in, week out. A stack of clearance to go with it. But I thought Geordie De Goey, he was the game breaker. When it was an arm wrestle and they needed to just get the ascendancy, he was the one who did that, and for that reason, he can be the best man on the ground with the 3 triple MVP votes.
I tell you what, everybody in the room is just watching Swanling and his friend, and he's trying to play it down a little bit like, come on, fellas, just calm it down. But deep down, he does not want this to end.
No,
why would you?
And I don't think, by the looks of him, it's going to end. Those boys are having a great time. Good on them. That's what it's all about.
It absolutely is. Choice Hotels around the grounds. Choice Hotels get you more for your money, so you can check into more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. The Crows, 17-point winners over the D's. Blues, 23-point winners over GWS. And tonight, 27-point winners by the Pies. Some big results there today, Dave.
Some big results, absolutely. And when you look at where that top 10 is shaping up, the top 6 as well, a big win for Adelaide. Obviously against Melbourne, who they're sitting pretty close to on the ladder, and we know how important it was for the Hawks to get it done over the Gold Coast Suns as well. Now sitting there, I think they'll be an outright third as the ladder is live right now.
So the big question on everyone's mind as we get ready to wrap this up here from the Collingwood rooms, the big birthday tomorrow. I won't be working, so happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
What besides the Sunday rub and a bit of work, what's on the agenda?
3 fists of bugger all, mate. I will go to work, no doubt, hopefully. There's a cake for me at some stage at home, but I'm not really a birthday celebrator, believe it or not. Maybe for the 40th I will go all out and take these young boys over to Monaco and they can show me the way, but not a massive birthday celebrator, but 39. Well, old as an old bag of dust I am.
So no golf club? Might be a new putter in there.
No. Actually, well, you know what? I did arrive home from the Gold Coast today, and TaylorMade had sent something out to me. So
there we go.
I'm not sure it was ordered by the wife, but the good people at TaylorMade certainly got me something. There's the official music. Put a bow on it, mate.
Well, it's coming up tomorrow. The Sunday Rub live from 1 p.m.
Daisy's birthday.
Daisy's birthday. Stuff the Sunday Rub for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks Footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. Amy Clangers for Good is back. Tell us your footy clanger for the chance to win. Enter now at afl.com.au/Amy Clangers for Good.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M Rocks Footy.